everybody, welcome to Impossible Coin, where I am at least 8 feet away from Tegan. Tegan, what's up?
I appreciate the additional 2 feet, because over here we're just advised to stay 6 feet away, and I kept wondering why you were backing up an additional 2 feet when I came in.
Basically, 6 feet is trash. It should be 8 feet.
Got it. Okay. Yeah. I'll update all of the Discords over here where we are staying a minimum of only in our homes. God damn it, we're lonely.
Basically, as I have been compulsively refreshing every possible news source and medical authority website that I can, I kept on seeing more cautious medical authorities recommending 8 feet, and I'm like, fine, fuck it, sold. Sold.
If that's what I gotta do to stay alive, then fine.
Yeah. So, this episode is going to be a little bit different than usual. We're going to have a little bit looser structure, but mainly because, damn. Is that fair?
Yeah, it's fair.
Okay, so if for some reason you're new to our show, probably because you've run out of all of your other podcasts because you've been sitting in your home for over a fucking week at this point, I'm Brian Cartwright. This is Tegan Somerset. Normally, there's another guy here. His name is Rocky Hardy. Everybody, Rocky is not out because of all caps that. So please don't think that.
Yeah, please don't be concerned. I mean, send him your well wishes, and tell him you missed him on the show, but, don't be concerned about his health.
Yes.
He just had to take the day off for other reasons.
Yes. It struck me as I was thinking about this episode today that, this is an episode in particular where our regular listeners might be concerned with a missing host.
Yeah. But no missing host is unaccounted for health-wise. We're all good.
Yeah. Unless, abject terror is fine. I mean,
that seems to be the norm at this point, so whatever.
Holy fucking shit. All right. So I guess last time, Tegan, we were mostly able to, kind of do an episode, where we, hey, there are rails, we can stay on it. And we mostly stayed on the rails, but...
Yeah, this week I don't think that's happening. There's just too much nonsense, I think.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ. How are you?
I'm fine.
Fuck.
I'm just a little stir-crazy from being at home all week and literally not leaving the house. I do have to leave the house tomorrow, but I won't be leaving my car, so it won't matter. I'm not going to see anybody. I'm not going to do anything. So,
what are you going to do where you don't have to leave your car?
I have to go to the bank.
Wait, so that means you're going to be using a drive-through ATM?
Yeah, I'm going to be using a drive-through ATM. Don't worry, I have gloves. I'm not going to be touching the buttons. I'm not going to be doing anything. Okay. But I have to use the ATM or else my payroll check won't deposit in time for me to pay my bills.
Jesus.
So, because the mobile deposit, that's all fine and good. I recommend mobile deposit if you can. But because my last doctor's appointment was billed incorrectly, it came directly out of, my regular money instead of being charged to my insurance company because my doctor didn't know what he was doing. So until I get that refund, I can't use my mobile check deposit. I have to go to the bank to make sure that I have the funds available.
God.
I could just transfer it from my other bank, but, that also takes a day, so, meh,
Man.
After this week, though, I should be able to just do, mobile, no problem,
So, I'm planning on leaving the house on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So, let me walk you through my plan.
Okay.
My local brewery is doing the following.
Uh-huh.
They are accepting orders that you can pay for online, and what you have to do, you then show up to the brewery, hold your ID up to the window. You do not roll down your window.
Okay.
So they can verify that you're 21 through the window, at which point you have to have a vehicle which has a trunk which is separate from the passenger cabin.
Mm-hmm.
At which point you have to pop your trunk from inside the vehicle without opening your door.
Mm-hmm.
They will put the beer in your trunk with their gloved hands, close your trunk, and then you will drive away.
I would literally not be able to pick up beer because my trunk is attached to my...
Passenger cabin?
Yeah, passenger cabin. Yep.
Yeah.
Alex would have to pick up the beer. That'd be... Man. That is something, though.
Yep. And I'm like, holy shit, like, this is the world we live in now.
Yeah, so, like, for me, it's just... Like, spoiler alert, it's allergy season. Pollen's still coming up, like, outside, even though all of us have to stay inside. So, every allergy season, I get an asthma reassessment because I have asthma. And they're like, yeah, don't leave your house. And I was like, okay, cool. And they were like, do you have any breathing problems? And I said, it's 83% humidity today. Yes. And they were like, is it related to the COVID-19? And I'm like, no. It's because it's 83% humidity out. And they were like, okay, we will send an inhaler refill to the pharmacy. And then my pharmacy either, like, has the option to, like, mail or pick up. But because Alex's medicine can't be mailed because it's for ADD, so it's like a controlled substance sort of thing.
Right.
He has to go through the drive-thru to pick it up, so he just picks up my inhaler at the same time. I don't leave the house ever. I don't leave the house ever. It sucks. Alex does all the grocery shopping, and, like, so I text him the list, and then he texts me to make sure we don't need anything else. And, like, I don't go anywhere, and it sucks. It sucks.
When things started to spiral, and we started to get a better understanding of just how many underlying health issues could make you fucking die. Like,
I can't wait to fucking die.
Oh, God.
If this thing fucking kills me, good.
Tegan.
Obviously, it is my time. If I'm taking all these precautions and it still fucking kills me, it was just my time to die, and that's the end of that.
So the thing I thought about, actually, was Alex. Because I was like, gosh, isn't Alex immunocompromised?
He's not immunocompromised because he is in remission, and so he hasn't taken, like, any of the cancer drugs that make you immunocompromised. So he's set.
Okay.
We're all set. We're fine here.
Right.
If anything, in a stunning turn of events, his immune system is way better than mine.
Right.
So, like, it's fine. And also, like, he works at the hospital. They have a testing facility set up outside. They take everybody's temperature on their way in, and if you have a fever, then they, like, pull you aside for, like, actual testing. And if you don't have a fever, you just get to go to work. You just get to go to work. But also, he's not patient-facing. He sits, like, in a building that's slightly off the main campus that has, like, the call center people in it, and that's it. So he doesn't see anybody who might be, like, coming in for an appointment, and he doesn't touch anything that a patient might touch. So, like,
Well, for the love of God, tell him, all caps, be careful, heart, Brian.
I will. He will appreciate it, I'm sure.
Yeah.
He actually started listening to our podcast, so he might hear it.
Wait, so you're telling me that we've been doing this thing now for more than 3 years, and he just started listening?
Yeah, he hasn't needed to listen because he hears me, and that's the part he wants to hear.
But he's hearing you without context. Like, you're better with context.
I am better with context, but that just means, like, he's got a lot of gold to find, so it's fine. That's
true. You have produced some premium fucking content.
I don't know if I produce premium fucking content. I just work here.
Yeah, I mean, okay, fair. It's premium content. It's not premium fucking content because no one subscribed to our OnlyFans.
Oh, that's fair.
P.S. Everyone seems to have an OnlyFans now. As the world is, like, rapidly becoming unemployed, my Twitter is full of people who are like, I have an OnlyFans now. And I'm like, man, Jesus Christ, like, the world is going to end in, like, one very sad way. Like, we're all going to be, like, coughing to death alone in our homes, and half of us will be producing pornography, and half of us will be jacking off to pornography, and we're all just going to fucking die.
Okay, so, like, number one, OnlyFans isn't just porn.
Okay, that's true, but if we were to make a pie graph, that pie graph would look like Pac-Man.
Well, yeah, that's true. That is true. But it's not just porn. See, on my end, everyone and their Twitter is full of, so I have a TikTok now.
Oh god, you know what?
Because all my cosplay friends have all these projects they've been working on and literally no way to show them off. So now they're all making TikToks so they can show off their cosplay.
That's fair too. Like, I have a TikTok now is also the other thing. Jesus. And this seems to be the time that Zoomers came for the millennials.
It's amazing though. Like, yeah. I'm for it. Go forth, children. You're doing great.
All these like angry Zoomers who are like, millennials, don't get TikTok. And I'm just over here, a fucking Gen Xer being like, I'm excited that I understand Twitter.
Oh my god. I enjoyed the tweets. And we're just like, Brian,
fun.
why did we show you Twitter?
I liked that tweet. It was good.
Yeah, you learned how to thread? I'm real impressed.
Oh no, like, I full on became good at Twitter, and
yeah, it took like a while for you to get started, but now that you have to use Twitter to rant into the abyss because all of your coworkers are also working from home, you've become very good at it.
Well, to be fair, I was good at it before the fucking virus, okay? Let's be fair.
You just couldn't thread.
Tegan, I was threading before the virus.
Sure you were.
Tegan, drinking a bottle of Chardonnay at 4 a.m, it's fine.
Please don't drink a bottle of... What the fuck, Brian?
No, Tegan, it's fine. It's fine.
It's not fine. Go to bed.
No, Tegan, we're producing content.
We are producing content. We're producing content because you're very tired and I'm very awake.
Actually, honestly, right now I am very awake.
Oh.
Because, like, yesterday, everything just, like, made me so sad.
Mm-hmm.
That, like, when I woke up, I was just like, nope. And I rolled back over and cried and went back to sleep.
Oh.
I was just like, I was like, this is fucking bad. I just can't. I just fucking can't.
Oh, no.
Yep. So, yeah, I got out of bed at 4 p.m, like an animal. But whatever, like Animal Crossing. We'll get to that eventually.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Everybody needs a lion. It's fine.
Oh, Jesus. There's probably a lot of those going on right now.
Yeah, I feel it. You know what? You know who should really make out? Bed Bath & Beyond.
If only...
They should come out of here on top because they've got so many sheets. So many sheets. Excellent comforters. If you're going to spend all day in bed, you better, like, find yourself a nice duvet to lay under.
Yep. Man.
We're going to get back into, like, aesthetic beds. I can't wait.
God. It's weird to see how people are dealing with both, like, the incremental and the big.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so Beth and I are, like, super holed up because, like, she has an absolute litany of underlying health problems. I have underlying health problems. I'm a super fat fuck.
Rude.
We got all kinds of shit going on. And
you're just trying to protect yourself as best you can.
Yep. And so one of the little things that we have realized, which in a normal world is just an irritation, but is now a much bigger deal, is what to fucking do about deliveries to the front door. Because here's what happens. Delivery man gets out of a truck, puts the thing directly in front of our front door. But we have a front door that swings in, and we have a steel security door that swings out.
Okay.
So, if they put the thing directly in front of our door...
You cannot open the door.
That's it. So, we have had to make a very specific sign now that we hang on the front door with an arrow that points that says place package here, which I realized that, like, if all things were equal, that would look like the kind of thing that a crazy person would hang on their front door.
Right, but now it's like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's just run of the mill now.
Also, I have now realized that the world is overall quiet enough that, like, if I hear a car pass by and it is not recognizably the sound of a delivery truck, I get scared.
Oh, really?
I'm like, what's that car doing?
Oh.
What's its business?
That is not a problem I have. As I have said before, I am on a busy road.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing that's changed is the road is slightly less busy. But, like, it's basically, like, at the end of my road, if you go straight down my road to, like, where it meets the other main road and turn to the right, the police station and the fire department and there's, like, an ambulance bay right there. So, like, my street is always going to be busy. The only thing that bothers me now is when I see the lights and don't hear the siren. Then I'm like, just like that. That feels like something out of a horror movie.
Yep. Sirens are never good now. Ugh.
For me, sirens mean they're savable.
That's really optimistic. You know, like, Beth and I had this talk tonight about movies like Outbreak and Contagion.
Mm-hmm.
And we were, like, trying to, like, parse why are people watching these movies in great numbers right now.
Mm-hmm. Because they're scared. It's because they're scared.
Right. And I think that the thing is, in Outbreak and in Contagion, at the end of the movie, wholesome good eggs who are uncorruptible and noble, like true medicine paladins, save the world. Like, there might even be, like, piles and piles of dead people, but, like, in the end, the world was saved because the medicine paladins are just out there doing fucking business. And I'm like, oh, people are watching these movies because they have happy endings. Like, shit is a nightmare, shit is a nightmare, shit is a nightmare. And then, like, Dustin Hoffman is like, don't drop the bomb. We have the cure, you know, like...
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, there's a cure.
Dustin Hoffman found the monkey. We're all good, you know, like... You're like, so Beth and I watched Outbreak tonight, and do you know how many famous motherfuckers are in Outbreak?
I don't know any famous motherfuckers to begin with. Every time you tell me that this guy was in another movie, I'm like, oh!
Okay. All right, so this movie stars Dustin Hoffman.
Can you send me a picture of Dustin Hoffman? Because I don't know who that is.
Jesus. Okay.
This is the world I live in. Like, you can say Dustin Hoffman, no idea who that is. Show me Dustin Hoffman, I might know who that is.
Okay.
It's a beautiful world where I'm like, oh yeah, I think I've seen you in a thing. Nice.
I'm gonna make it a picture of him holding an Oscar, so hopefully that'll make you feel worse.
Oh yeah, nice. I like this.
There we go.
I mean, he looks like a white dude.
Yeah, well, god damn it. Like, so yes.
It's okay. That's fine.
He is a white dude. So he's in the movie. Morgan Freeman is in the movie. Donald Sutherland is in the movie. Rene Russo is in the movie. And I figured if, like, you don't know who Dustin Hoffman is, you probably started caring about media after Rene Russo was famous.
I don't know who Rene Russo is.
Okay. She was, like, famous for a minute in the 90s.
Uh-huh.
She was someone who the world decided that she was a total fox, like, well after she was 40. So, like, she had this, like, period of time where, like, she was getting cast in, like, all the movies for being a total fox.
Right.
And that kind of seems like a total antithesis to, like, the way Hollywood always does business, which is where they're like, oh my god, this woman turned 28. She's obviously needs to be destroyed. You know, like...
Right, it's like she turns 28 and then she turns, like, 50 and they're like, wow, what an absolute cougar. Like, we need that, you know?
Right. So, like, a woman, like, reaching peak marketability in her 40s, where she was, like, there was a period of time where, like, Rene Russo was in, like, most movies. We're like, okay, Rene Russo again. So, which kind of, like, helps date this movie. So it's, like, Dustin Hoffman, Rene Russo, Donald Sutherland, Morgan Freeman.
I know who that is. That's a person I know.
Right. Also, this movie came out the year before Cuba Gooding Jr. got super famous. Again, that's another guy who, like, burned through his fame. Mm-hmm. But, like, the next year, he'd be, like, collecting an Oscar.
Okay.
You know, for Jerry Maguire. And also, this movie has Kevin Spacey in it, when he was not yet known to the world primarily as a rapist of young men.
Gotcha, okay.
Yeah, yeah. So there's, like, all these people. It is a star-studded cast, and it is all about this fucking virus. And the main scenes in the movie that, like, made Beth and I sit there going, oh god, oh no, or, like, all the scenes, like, near the beginning about, like, airborne spread and, like, contact spreading, where they're just, like, showing the virus being spread, like, a guy who's got the virus goes to the movies, and we're like, no! And, like,
why did you go to the movies, you fool?
Exactly. There's, like, someone sitting on an airplane, we're like, no! Just, like, you're like, oh god, man. Jesus.
Are they, like, actively showing symptoms in the movie, or are they just, like, carriers?
Oh, no, they are fucking fucked. You know,
oh,
like,
gotcha. Okay. They're, like, full on, like, coughing, sneezing, having a miserable time, and you're just like, why the fuck did you go out? You absolute buffoon.
Yep. At one point, like, Morgan Freeman is, like, giving a presentation with a map showing how quickly it spreads, and is like, and in 48 hours, it'll be everywhere. In 48 hours, it'll be on the White House lawn.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, lol, we're at the end of this graph. Like, we're already at the in 48 hours part of this graph.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doomed.
We're not doomed.
We're going to lose millions of people.
Yes, we will. We will do that. That is a thing that will happen. But, like, we're not doomed.
I can't get over the fucking people who are like, when we all get back to normal in early April, and I'm like, huh, sweet summer child.
When we all get back to normal 4 years later.
I'm like, okay, here's optimistically when we get back to normal. November.
Oh, sweet. Happy birthday to me.
Right. You know, conceivably, we could start getting kind of back to normal in November, but even then, it won't be real normal. It'll be like, it is now Cleveland's turn to go outside. And then, like, Cleveland will then have to go back inside, and then they'll be like, and now it is Dallas's turn to go outside. Like,
right.
You know, where we're doing, like, we take turns as cities, like, and airlines will still have to be shut down except for, like, you know, emergency travel. Basically, we're going to need to be, like, city-states for, like, at least 14 months, where people just don't travel between metro areas anymore. I don't know if people have the self-control to fucking do that. Tegan, if I told you, like, you're going to live like this until November, but then in November, you get to go outside and take some precautions, but fewer precautions, some precautions, but then you have to go back inside after, like, 2 weeks. Like, it's your turn to be outside.
I mean, I would have to go back inside anyway, because then December happens, and that's winter time, and
right.
My asthma does not like dry, cold air any more than it likes hot, wet air. So I'd be inside anyway. It's fine. As long as I get that small, like, that 2 weeks of, like, you can go outside and be like a regular person, and now you have to go back to working from home. Like, that's fine, but I'm seeing fucking everybody then.
I really, really hope that the way, because I do think that how exhaustively have you been following the news and reading up about epidemiology, and how much of that have you been doing?
So I don't know if you know this, I was a pre-pharmacy student, so I'm pretty good. I'm pretty up to date on most stuff. I just try not to read stuff that I know is going to be more sensational. The stuff that I'm reading tends to have, like, an overall drier tone to it.
Right.
Because it's more like medical journals and that kind of thing.
Right.
I'm trying not to just, like, Twitter every single, like, news story that comes up about, like, 3,000 more cases discovered in the United States, and, like, you know, because I know that's just gonna make me upset.
Right.
In, like, ways that aren't productive.
Right.
Whereas, like, reading a medical journal makes me upset, but in ways that I can be like, okay, and, like, these are the steps I should be taking.
Sure. So, like, things I've been reading are, like, the kind of things that I feel like people should been reading and should know and things like that.
I did watch a very good video of someone washing their hands, but the way they did it was they had, like, latex gloves on, and they put black ink on their hands as though it were soap, and they showed, like, how you wash it, and you could see, like, from where the ink covered the gloves, where you got it and where you missed. That was neat. I think I retweeted that one because I thought that was, like, the most helpful representation I've seen, other than, like, put your hands under the water for 20 seconds. You know?
Right.
Like, this showed, like, actual washing technique, which was nice.
The stuff I've wanted to know are, like, how long is coronavirus alive on various surfaces?
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like that's a thing people should know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's fair.
Coronavirus dies after 4 hours on copper. Not really relevant to me, but it does live up to 24 hours on cardboard, and boxes are generally cardboard.
Mm-hmm.
So that is relevant. That means that, like, when you bring your boxes inside the house, you should either be gloved when you hold the box,
mm-hmm.
or washing your hands immediately. Like preferably gloved, washing your hands immediately, using hand sanitizer immediately, like, if you don't have that available. And then I'd say, like, open the box and get the contents out while minimizing content with the box. Like, otherwise, like, you're going to need to wash your hands again, that kind of thing. Like, or you could, I guess, take the contents out and then wash your hands.
Yeah, that would make the most sense. Empty the box, wash your hands.
Stainless steel and plastic, it lives up to 72 hours.
Nice.
Yeah, so...
That's why everyone's saying wash all your bowls and then put your takeout in the bowl.
Yup, exactly.
Okay, but to be fair, if you're eating takeout straight out of the container, isn't that kind of sad? Don't you want to have it plated so that it feels like you made a meal even if you didn't make a meal? Or is that just me? That might just be me.
I agree, Tegan, but also remember that people are depressed and tired.
I mean, people are depressed and tired, and that's why you gotta do everything you can, including plate up your fucking takeout.
Yep, but just remember that some people are tired, and so they just get the food, and they're like, this is my life now.
Into the gob.
Right. And we want to encourage you here to Boss McCoy, hold off for 5 fucking minutes.
Treat yourself. Plate that stuff. Make it look nice. Make it look fancy. Instagram it. Say you did it by yourself.
Yep.
Who's gonna fucking judge you? No one knows. You could be doing master level culinary classes from, like, Skillshare or some shit. No one has any way of knowing what the fuck you're up to in self-isolation. This is the ultimate performative media.
There you go. Like, also, going over to your friend's house is not social distancing. It's not. It's fucking not. Where, like, all these pictures of, like, people who are, like, in their friend's living room, and they just happen to be sitting on a different couch, and they're like, I'm social distancing. I'm like, no, you're not. You're a fucking idiot. Like, it's...
Y'all gotta do 14 days of quarantine. Like, real, true quarantine before you can social distance that way.
Yeah, it's... I get it. You're lonely. We're all lonely. Like, just fucking don't. Just fucking don't.
Especially don't with your friends with health concerns that could, like, even if they're minor health concerns. Like, don't even.
Yeah, you don't want to be the reason that Gary is dead.
Maybe you do want to be the reason that Gary is dead, because Gary's an asshole. He keeps showing up to every gym before you, telling people you're a loser. Like, no one blames you, Ash. It's okay. You can hate Gary.
You can hate Gary, but look, let's be real. Someone loves Gary. You might not, but someone does.
And just because Gary's asymptomatic doesn't mean he's not going to pass it on to Grandpa Oak over there, you know?
Yep. So...
Asymptomatic, by the way, for people who haven't, like, caught on, means, like, you are a carrier, you are not showing symptoms. You are actively infected, you are not being affected.
Mm-hmm. And the incubation period on this thing also means that, like, you may very well get sick and things go badly for you, but you're just not sick yet. And it has definitely been true in the life cycle of this virus that most people who are spreading the virus are asymptomatic people. And I don't know if you saw that video from earlier this week, people standing on the beach in Florida for spring break.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not many things in this world that have filled me with more rage. Because, like, it's very clear that most of the people in that video are fucking sick. They just look ill.
Are you sure they're not just drunk out of their fucking gourd?
Tegan, have you seen this video?
I mean, I've seen a video. We may not have seen the same video.
All right, I'm going to see if I can find the video, because...
All right.
Also, people of Earth, if you are misusing hashtags on Twitter to try and get more people to fucking boost your content right now, Burn. Do not tag your post spring break COVID-19 to try and get me to, like, click on your link for free sunglasses. It's the if I get corona, I get corona video.
That sounds like one I've seen.
Alright, there it is. There is the one. Tegan, please ready all of your rage.
I don't have very much Rage 2 ready, but, like, I'm ready.
There you go. The third guy in particular seems like he's about to fucking die. He's the one with the baseball cap.
Yeah.
Like, of course, like, the general party scenes don't all look like they're dead, but anybody they were able to, like, get for an interview looks like shit.
Some of them look like shit, yeah.
Yeah.
The girl in the big hat does not look like shit. She looks like she's just like, all these people, man, I don't fucking know.
Oh, God. Just, what are you doing, people?
Trying to have fun. It is what it is. If they die, they die.
Oh, man. Somebody trying to think about, like, changes to my life. I'm now work from home all the time, obviously.
Yeah. Sucks. I hate it.
Dude, it fucking sucks.
It fucking sucks. I hate it. Thanks, I hate it.
There was a day this week where I worked later than I've ever worked for work. Where, you know, like, normally, like, I've had days where, like, you know, in your first year at a new job, there are definitely days where you, like, work longer, where, you know, you're just trying to, like, shore your shit up and, like, make your steak and, you know, build your brand. And so I've had, like, 7 p.m. days, 8 p.m. days, because, you know, like, you're fucking doing your thing. You're like, these people are treating me well. This is a good gig. Like, this is a really good gig. I've got stock. I'll be here till 8 p.m. No worries.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, there I was, work from home, and I had my first day that I worked until 5 a.m.
Until 5 a.m.?
Until 5 a.m.
I'm sorry. Can you explain to me why the fuck you would ever need to work until 5 a.m.? You're getting overtime, right?
I'm salaried.
Oh, no, Brian, you worked until 5 a.m. and you're salaried?
Yes.
Nasty. Why? Demand.
So, me work that out. That meant I worked 21 straight hours. Wait, no, I did pass out and take a nap somewhere in the middle of there, which was an hour long.
Oh, Jesus. Brian, no.
And I think that's another thing that people might not be aware of, which is that, like, in this current environment, it's harder to separate home life from work life because home life is work life, which means that, like, you can do shit like work till 5 in the morning. And, you know, I was, like, looking at the timestamps on some coworkers' files, you know, on, like, the shared drive, and I saw that there were people I work with who were, like, doing the same thing. That, like, I saw timestamps that were, like, 3, 4, 5, you know, like, other people were doing it, too. And I was like, yep, at least I'm not the only fuckboy. Like, but goddamn, it's a thing. Have you had any difficulty with that?
No. I am not salaried. I have a clock in and a clock out time. I have to show up when I'm supposed to be and leave when I'm supposed to leave.
All right.
The only thing that sucks is my workstation is set up in our guest bedroom, and I put it there on purpose because, one, there's a desk, so I'm not having to, like, have all my work stuff where, like, I eat, which is what I would normally do. Right. That's what I normally do if I'm, like, only working for, like, a day of overtime or whatever.
Sure.
But also, my back bedroom has large windows that have, like, light, just, like, shears in them. So I get plenty of sunshine back there, and I can open them if I want a little bit to get, like, some fresh air. And that's why I put it back there, but it still sucks, because I've got my 2 monitors, and my keyboard, and my docking station, and all that stuff, and it's, like, it's cramped, and it's not fun. And so what my coworkers and I have ended up doing is we made an unofficial Discord channel, and so when we clock in, we clock into the Discord too, so that we can be like, hello, who else is here? And everyone will be like, I am also here, and then we just chit-chat the entire time. And you can tell, like, we're definitely also doing other stuff while we're on the clock, because, like, we do laundry or whatever, you know, it's whatever. But, like, we're always very much like, hey, I'm gonna go flip my loads, like, I'll be back in 2 minutes.
So things that we decided to start doing as a team to help us, like, stay emotionally healthy. Mm-hmm. My team at work normally likes to do stuff together because we like each other.
Right.
Before the world fell apart, we did things like, go get dinner together, and we've gotten lunch together, and we did a fucking, like, murder mystery thing where we went to, like,
What's that fucking like?
A murder mystery dinner?
No, having coworkers you want to hang out with.
It's neat.
No, I'm kidding. If any of my coworkers listen, I know a couple of you do. You're the ones I do want to hang out with, or I wouldn't have told you about this podcast.
Okay, cool. And so we decided that we're going to do, like, Jackbox Party Pack together.
Alright.
Yeah, we're gonna, like, play, like, Drawful or something.
Right.
Yeah, I'm like, okay, cool. So that way we can have a team outing without having a team outing.
And, like, you all order, like, takeout from, like, a similar thing. So, like, tonight we're getting Chinese, and everyone orders from their local Chinese place or whatever.
Yeah. So, like, that's the idea. We've also decided something else that we think we want to do to, like, force ourselves to stand up on a regular basis. Mm-hmm. Is that, like, at noon, we're going to go into our backyards and take selfies. We're going to take sunshine selfies. Like,
oh my god, sunshine selfies.
We're like, lol, I'm tasting fresh air.
Got that vitamin D.
Exactly. So we're going to do, like...
Jesus. Your group sounds fucking cool.
Yeah. Even better, like, these were ideas from the boss. It's not even just, like, I have good peers, it's also I have a good boss.
You do have a good boss, damn.
Which is, like, a huge, huge blessing. There was a point on, I guess it was last Thursday, where everything was just too much, and I called my boss crying.
Aww.
And I'm like, I don't know. And he's like, hey, Brian, we're all going to get through this. Things are harder right now.
Everything's tense. It's alright.
And he's like, and we understand that we're in a situation right now where, like, skills that we thought that we could develop more slowly, we're developing all of a sudden now. Like, it's all okay. You're fine. He's like, we're all going to be... I'm like, I'm like, thanks, work, Dad. I have a very good boss. He is probably the... No, not probably. He is definitely the best boss I've ever had in my professional life. He is the quintessential definition of, like, servant leadership and intuitive listening and caring about his team. Just absolute dynamite, and I could not be more lucky to have someone like that during this.
Yeah, that's lucky.
Yep.
My boss was just like a week and a bit ago, he was like, so, we're probably gonna be doing work from home. You know, the strategies that us as a financial institution implemented back when the World Trade Centers fell. So, like, you know, it's nothing out of the ordinary for us. All of our stuff is already up and running, sort of thing. It's like, alright, that's nice to know that we have, like, fallback plans, but it still sucks. It still sucks. 'Cause I don't like it. I like having, my office desk is way bigger than my home desk.
Yep.
My friends are like, yeah, I used part of my tax return to buy a actually comfortable computer chair, and I'm like, I should file my taxes.
Yeah, okay, alright. On the upshot, we now all have until July 15th, because the IRS did that.
That's nice.
And, yes, I see that you have all kept, like, my next specific work-from-home topic, which is work-from-home office mates.
I mean, you can hear my work-from-home office mate. He keeps coming over and talking to me because this isn't what I usually do right now. Usually I'm at work right now, but I took today off for Animal Crossing, so
So...
He's very confused and concerned that I need to be up in the other room.
So, Gogo could give a shit when I work from home. Like, Gogo is like, this is not when you and I cuddle. Like, Gogo has very specific places for me.
Right, and they're like, this is not our cuddle location, what the fuck are you doing?
Exactly. So Gogo is like, whatever, you're doing whatever you do. Buffy the dog has like a very specific thing she does when I work from home.
What a good dog.
Which is because where I work from home is at the kitchen table.
What a good fucking dog.
Which is right beside the door to the backyard. She's like, oh, it'd be so good if I could do constant loops in and out of the house.
Your baby. Your baby, big boy baby.
Could I do that? Could I like come sit beside you, wag my tail, go into the backyard, then come back in, then like wag my tail again to go back outside, and like so she just gets into this like loop, and until I get like tired of the loop and I'm like, God damn it, Beth, like please love on this dog or give her treats or something, like because
he's just like, you're my friend and you're home and this is great.
I need to work. What is hilarious is because I've been sitting at the desk at the kitchen table so much. Now Buffy thinks that all desks in the house mean that. So when I sit at the desk in the office, which is where my personal computer is, she now will come sit at that desk too to get let outside. She's like, all desks equal taking a shit. And sitting on the back porch. And then there's Toshiro, who's my big boy, my love. Yes. Yes. And Toshiro has been my work from home buddy, who sits on the table with me. Like he's a total cuddle bug. He climbs up onto the table and he just starts purring. He does proximity purring. He's just like, I'm just near you.
He's just like, you're my friend and you're home and this is great.
Yep. I start in the morning, I grab my coffee, I sit down to work. He climbs up on the table and he hangs out and he watches me while I work. And like when I do stuff like take conference calls, he's like quiet and attentive and he like cranes his neck to stare at me. Yep.
That's great. That's always a good, when they like jump up there and smack their paw really hard on a window. Love it.
It's one of the things that I was talking about with my coworker is how our work life has adjusted based on our pets, because each of us have pets who are reacting to the work from home thing. My coworker Alex, who is from China,
another part of our work life,
has a young dog named Mango. And
Go-Go isn't.
Mango is a sweet, cute puppy and is definitely reacting to, daddy being home all the time. And it's like one of those things where I just see all these like various critters, sitting around my coworkers' like office spaces, like, Tasha's kitty trying to murder birds through the back door, and they get angry that it didn't work, so there's all these like various things. And it's just like, it's so weird because most of us are used to our pets being part of our home life. Go-Go isn't, though. Go-Go isn't. But Buffy is definitely like trying to make my work life more unproductive. Toshiro is just like, we're going to get through this.
So, Nico's thrilled that I'm home. He either sleeps next to me on the bed or he sleeps in my lap. But unfortunately, this does lead to periods of unproductiveness where he decides to have what I have called in the past baby time.
Okay.
Where he jumps into my lap, kneads on my legs or whatever like blanket I have on, and this is a must for baby time, suck on my pinky finger.
Oh, God.
And so I cannot use my mouse, and I type very slowly, one-handedly, which is very good when I have all of my coworkers in my audio chat on Discord, and I just go, sorry, he's having baby time, I can't work right now.
Oh.
He's a baby, he's a big baby. 3-year-old baby. But Roman gives literally no shits. I think it's an older cat thing. Older cats don't give a shit. He sleeps. Sometimes he'll come in and sleep with Nico because he wants to sleep like near where Nico is. But usually he just sleeps in the sunshine and in the chairs where he usually goes. Like, I am not disturbing his home life at all. The only thing that he likes better is that as soon as I get up from my desk at work, quote unquote at work, I feed him wet food. So he always knows when it's time for, like, I know when it's time for me to stop working because Roman will come in and start screaming. So I know I have like 10 minutes or so until I have to leave. Mm-hmm. And then he gets his wet food right away. However, he has also accidentally tricked Alex into feeding him again when Alex gets home, because that's what Alex does. And so it's like, what? I'll be like, oh, I fed the cats. And he's like, oh, I fed them too.
Same fucking thing. Okay. So I'll get up and I'll feed the critters. And then what happens is like Beth will wake up whenever she wakes up. And then all of a sudden the animals decide to make a federal case as if I didn't feed them. Because Beth doesn't work, their normal routine is that Beth feeds them. So these little motherfuckers who have been fed are like, I swear I didn't get fed. Dad's a piece of shit.
Oh my God.
Right. And so then she comes out, opens up the can of the wet food for the, the kitties. And, Buffy doesn't do this because Buffy's like, I have a spirit of honesty and like doesn't participate.
Right. Buffy's like, I got fed.
Right.
I'm not going to lie to Mom. Right. Why are you guys lying to Mom?
Buffy's our good egg who, like, whenever a delivery driver comes, shouts at the door like there's murderers there.
What a good.
Yep.
Good dog.
Yep. She's a sweetie. But our cats will just lie their asses off. Be like, oh yeah, totally starving. I haven't eaten for days. And so then Beth comes out and, like, feeds them again. These little motherfuckers ate. They're just sitting there, like, like, licking their chops, like, gulping through second breakfast. And I'm like, you little fucking hobbits. Like,
oh my God. Tiny furry demons.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they don't get fed in the morning. My boys, they just get fed in the evening. Because that's when we're eating, and I want them, like, out of the kitchen so that I can wander around. Opening cupboards and looking for food. I have to, like, prepare my own breakfast now, which sucks. I usually get my breakfast, or when I go into the office to work, I get my breakfast from the work people. Bacon, eggs, and cheese on a biscuit. And it's delicious. And they toast it, and the bacon's all crispy, and it's so good. And now, I can't do that. And if I want to cook bacon at home, I gotta cook it up ahead of time, because bacon takes too long to cook.
So, have you developed a new The World is Burning comfort food?
Nope. It's all the same food. I have anxiety disorder. Every food's comfort food. Eating food is a comfort.
I have become a big, big fan of the vegetable soup with grilled cheese.
Okay.
That has become a recipe for just like...
Is it because your broth is tomato-based?
Yes.
Alright.
Yeah. And so, like, I just get in there with that vegetable soup and that grilled cheese. I've also discovered that French onion and grilled cheese, like, these are basically things where, like, oh, okay, for, like, roughly 20 minutes to half an hour, I can pretend that, I'm not inconsolable. You're
not inconsolable. You're totally consolable.
Fantastic.
By food.
Oh, well, that's not... Are you worried about how much corona weight you're going to gain?
Nope. No, because I've lost weight. I've lost a bunch of weight. I'm trying to gain weight. I've been trying to gain weight. Like, Tegan's anxiety says you don't eat, so we don't eat when we're anxious, and we're losing a lot of weight that way, and it's not great, so we're trying to gain weight back. State of the World does not do wonders for us. On the plus side, when I went to the store while everyone was panic buying, it was easy enough for me to find bread and, like, spaghetti stuff and, like, that kind of thing. Because I just went, like, okay, I'm going to buy like I'm going back to college. So I bought mostly non-perishables, non-refrigerables, which there were plenty of. There was tons of non-perishable, non-refrigerable. And then I got, like, a bag of oranges. Like, the little oranges, the little cuties.
Right.
So, like, I have plenty of, like, long stock food, but, like, there was no milk and there was no butter and there were, like, there were like 4 cartons of eggs left and stuff. And I'm like, why? Why would you panic buy that? It's gonna go bad. Panic buy stuff that's gonna last you longer, that you don't need as much shit to, like, prepare. You fools. But whatever.
Our grocery travails have been weird. And I think it's mainly because, like, the Cartwright House buys shit tickets, and I stress this is normally not the apocalypse.
Right.
We normally buy shit tickets like it's the apocalypse. So when the apocalypse happened, we're like, oh, fuck, we have 15 rolls of toilet paper. Great.
Mm-hmm.
And so then the apocalypse happened, we're like, we don't need to buy TP because we normally buy TP like it's the apocalypse.
Right.
We're not going to buy TP because we have fucking 15 rolls of it.
Right.
Which felt real good. So here's a lesson to every one of you. Buy, not right now, but once this is over, stockpile that shit. Okay? Because I do, and I have to tell you, I have rarely felt so vindicated in my entire life. I gotta tell you, like, I walked into the bathroom and I'm like, I have not done much with my life at 40, but I did buy enough toilet paper.
See, so I have you beat. I have 45 rolls of toilet paper.
Oh my God. Like,
because a month ago, I went to my mom and I said, Mom, I only have 18 rolls of toilet paper left. Can we go to Sam's Club and buy another pack of toilet paper? And she said, sure. So I spent $20 a month ago on a pack of toilet paper for $20. And now all the shit's at the fan and I still have 45 rolls of toilet paper left because I only buy toilet paper like once every 6 months.
Okay, so what I'm hearing is that basically we're the fucking best.
We're the best.
Okay.
We're so good. Oh my God.
All right.
Like, hair flip.
All right.
I can't cook for shit, but
and
really, like, Rocky's probably, we're the best as far as, like, a basic supply stock, but also, like, if Rocky were here, he would probably be like, but I have, like, all the fruits and vegetables required to live. And we'd be like, you know what, you're right. We're fools.
Yeah, he's like, like, whenever I get takeout, I get something from my garden to go with it. You know, I just make myself a spring salad. And,
yeah, right.
And
right, and I'm just like, why would you eat a salad?
You know, and I picked this time to really perfect, like, my simmered Italian rice dishes and just, like, you know what, Rocky? Look, some of us are just crying. Some of us are just crying.
Teach us the simmered rice dish so that we too can have delicious simmered rice.
So yeah, where was I? Grocery struggles. My fucking noodles. Tegan, how fucking shitty and basic and whiny do I sound about complaining about unavailability of my preferred noodles?
Not too bad. Are they like gluten-free, or like are they like high in like some nutrient you're fundamentally missing, or like anything like that? Or are they just like, I like these noodles because the texture is better?
I want the Nongshim Blacks.
Oh, you want your fancy spicy noodles. Yeah, okay, you can complain that there aren't fancy spicy noodles. That's fine.
They're all gone.
They are all gone.
They're all gone. Because people decided that the thing to do is that they need to buy all the noodles. Like, after they were done buying all the TP, they bought all the noodles.
Right. See, what I did when I was buying and everyone else was buying TP, I bought the 99-cent store brand noodles. Because I was like, I don't care. I just need noodles.
So what I ended up doing was I slummed it with some strange noodles.
Okay. Were they any good?
I say this as a man who really likes the spicy food. I'm a guy who is way into Szechuan cuisine and does not blush at the hatch chilies and is really, really into spicy food. I got these Korean hot chicken noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Tegan. they're so fucking hot. My lips started swelling.
Oh, nice.
And
that sounds like a win then.
Like, I was like, oh my fucking God. I got this, like, I got one of those, like, you know those, like, giant plastic cups that, like, hospitals give you?
Yeah.
Where they're like, you need to drink more water. And they put, like, on the side, like, ounces.
Right.
We've got one of those in the house. And I'm just like, oh, just fill this with iced tea. Oh, God. Oh, God. These fucking Korean hot chicken noodles. They're really good. But man, are they intense. Man, are they intense. I am not going to share the link with our general customers because, like, hey, guys, it's not like they gave us any money. But, like...
Yeah, number one, it is not like they give us any money. Number two, these are Brian's noodles. You can't have them.
Right. Things are fucking weird, but, like, Tegan, you can know...
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know what these noodles are. I am familiar.
You know what the score is?
Yeah, I have a passing familiarity. I remember smelling them and being like, whoa!
Yeah. And I was like, all right, let's fucking go. And I was like, oh shit. This is... Whew. I see that, like, they're all... I'm buying them right now. Like, they have one left in stock. I'm just buying it.
Mood. So you bought that, and I bought a 100 ounce pound, I don't know. I bought a big ass bag. It's about the size of my Yeti. Big ass bag of Japanese sugar stars.
Oh, Jesus.
That's the life I lead. That's enough to keep me going for quite some time. Probably a month. Maybe not, though. We'll find out together.
Yeah. I hope that goes well.
I do too.
Yeah. Man. Jesus. So let's see here. Medicine Paladins. Lack of noodles. My wife actually has celiac, so she's not like most of these assholes out here trying to buy gluten-free stuff. So it has gotten a lot harder to buy things my wife can eat. Because if she eats gluten, she actually does get sick. If she eats enough gluten, she ends up in the fucking hospital.
Oh no.
And so, like, now, all these fucking chuckleheads out there who just, like, buy gluten-free stuff for the yucks. I'm like... God,
you're like, can you not? Because we have a dietary need.
Right. God. Such a fucking thing. So, I'm curious if you've seen Oh, Jennifer.
No?
Okay. So, Zoom has been the way that a lot of people have been having their meetings at work.
Right.
And this is the story of a woman named Jennifer who was having a Zoom meeting and thought her camera was off.
Oh, no.
Mm-hmm. And Jennifer was in the meeting, and nobody initially knew that she was taking a shit.
Oh, no.
Because the camera was such that no one could tell until she stood
Oh, no.
and lifted her pants up.
Oh, no.
At which point, like, 7 of the people sitting in the meeting just, like, break down laughing, and someone goes, "Oh, Jennifer."
Oh, God.
And obviously somebody who was in this meeting had to share it to Twitter for it to get out there.
Right.
And so, I guess, here's another Brian lesson to the world. Please be fucking kind. Like, I saw this and I immediately felt bad for Oh, Jennifer. Like,
yeah, right?
Yeah, like...
But also, don't do that on your video meetings. Mm-hmm. If your meeting has the capability of being videoed, don't fucking do it.
It's okay to log in with audio. It's okay. If someone says, like, "I need to see your face,"
Make sure you're not seated in front of your fucking porn collection.
Or at the very least, talk with this person offline about why they insist on seeing your face. Because, really, for most meetings, that's an unreasonable request. To be like, I need to see your face. Why? Why do you need to see my face? Like, I have, by default, been using audio for my meetings at work.
Mm-hmm.
Because, I'm not going to lie, sometimes they drag on too long. And sometimes you got to go pee-pee. And it's a lot easier to organically react to those, natural statuses when you are not worrying about whether someone can see you. Also, pro tip, use a headset that allows you to mute yourself on the headset without muting yourself on the chat. So that way, if the person you live with is like, we're out of shit tickets, it doesn't get blared into the meeting.
Mm-hmm.
Hot pro tip.
These are excellent pro tips.
I sit my mutings, yep, quiet by default. So I recognize a lot of people are new to this. They are new to working from home. There's a lot of people who are working from home who have never worked from home before. It's a whole new sensation.
Mm-hmm. My number one tip for working from home is get dressed.
Yep.
Get dressed. Don't do it in your pajamas. You'll feel like shit, and you won't work as well. Because you'll feel like slacking off, because you're at home in your pajamas.
Mm-hmm. Also, if you normally get up at 7:30 because your commute would normally have you get up at 7:30, hot pro tip, still get up at 7:30.
Mm-hmm.
That commute time is now entirely yours. Isn't that neat?
Yeah, you can play some video games. Watch a movie.
Do whatever the
maybe,
fuck.
depending on your commute time.
Tegan's thinking about Brian's commute time.
Tegan is thinking about Brian's commute time specifically.
Yeah. So
9,000 years.
Yeah. So get up at your normal time, because if you let that shit slide, you're going to feel bad about your alarm goes off, you hurriedly put on trousers, and then go immediately sit down. It has the dreariest feeling in the world. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Tegan, it's not all bad.
It's not all bad. There's one beam of sunshine in this never-ending void.
I kind of feel like to get to that beam of sunshine, though, we must first traverse through GameStop.
Yeah, I guess.
Because you traversed through fucking GameStop.
I did traverse through GameStop. I did it.
Tegan, what the actual fuck?
I mean,
And don't hit me with that eye.
What was I supposed to do?
Well, considering that we actually talked about an alternative solution before it happened.
Yeah, we did, and I didn't want to do it. And you know what? I got to play Animal Crossing 4 hours earlier than all my friends. And I still ended up a day behind, so. Oh, it was fun. I got to see some people who I don't see that often.
Were you at least 8 feet from all of those people?
No. I may have literally, seen one of them and been so excited, I gave them a hug, and then mid-hug I was like, wait, we're not supposed to talk! We're not supposed to touch each other! It was, yep, whoops.
Tegan.
So, Brian, if I die of coronavirus, it's my own stupid fault. But yeah, whoops. I was dumb. I did dumb. I went out to GameStop. So what happened was, I was like, okay, well, I'm just gonna call and have them change it over. Because, it's almost 7 o'clock at night, and obviously, at this point, I don't want to have to wait. And as I picked up my phone to call them, I received a phone call from GameStop, and I said, this is Tegan, and they said, hey, and I was expecting, we're closing tomorrow, and they said, we can release GameStop right now, and I believe my exact words were, very loudly, are you fucking kidding me? I'll be there in 10 minutes. whoops. And then I got very excited. Sorry.
Tegan, imagine for just a second that you went to GameStop.
Yeah, I did go to GameStop. I did that.
And then brought COVID-19 back to your house.
Sweet.
And you didn't know it yet. And your very careful partner who works in a hospital, who's been taking all the...
Not patient-facing.
Huh?
Not patient-facing,
Sure. And so he thinks that there's a layer of insulation because of...
Yeah. Yep. Who's been taking all the precautions. Yep, he gets it. Yep. And then he takes it to that particular department that's not patient-facing. Yep. Nope. I literally... That's why I was like, wait, we're not supposed to be touching. And I like, whoops. So after that, we were 8 feet from each other. But whoop. To be fair, the person who I did hug has been where you're not sick, but you're like staying away from people, self-isolation for a full 14 days.
Social
so
distancing?
I think we're, social distancing for a full 14 days. So I think we're cool.
Tegan.
Yeah, I know.
Tegan.
I know. Yeah, I know.
They fucking hugged you.
I know they did.
Can you speak to their level of hugs before that? You can't. You can't, Tegan.
No, I can't. You're right. Well, I was excited. I was excited. I know. You can drag me through the mud. That's okay.
You knew I was going to.
We spent the first half of the show being like, here are all the careful things that we're doing, blah, blah, blah. And like the entire time, I was just like, wait until we get to the part where I not only went to GameStop, but hugged somebody.
Oh, God. We never even got to the worst part. Like when we started talking about precautions, I never got to the punchline, which is, and I guess you know this, the length of time required for a clinical trial of a vaccine is 14 months.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Which means that even if the vaccine that they started trying on humans this week works, we won't know that it works for 14 months.
For over a year, yep.
And then after that, we have manufacturing time.
Yep.
So I hope people get used to the idea of this week it is your turn to be outside.
Yep.
And you're not allowed to leave your city.
You know what? Friday was my turn to be outside. I am...
But we're not there yet, Tegan. We're not there yet.
Yeah, but I haven't been outside in 9 days, Brian.
Tegan.
I was doing very good.
Tegan.
Yeah.
I need you to promise me that you're going to be better.
I'll be better. I'll definitely be better, because now I don't have any reason to go outside. I can go outside in Animal Crossing.
Tegan, I kind of want to buy Doom. Like, I've kind of been seduced by the Doom Twitter.
You know what? The Doom is funny. I can tell you for sure the Doom is funny. So according to Alex, the way it handles is a little clunky. Like, running, you feel, like, very heavy and slow. Mm-hmm. But he said that also, on the other hand, makes all of the punches and stuff feel very impactful. And, like, when you see all the little dumb, like, you smashed a little skeleton over the head and his fucking head went into his chest cavity before he fell down. Like, it feels very funny. So, there's that.
I mean, if I buy Doom, though, you know what I'm going to do?
What?
I'm going to buy it digitally.
Yeah, I know.
Because even though I'm normally a guy who buys my big budget games...
physically.
As physical retailer... You know, I normally like the physical objects for my $60 games.
Mm-hmm.
In this case, I recognize that there is something more important than having a box.
Well, now it's also already out, so you're not getting it 4 hours earlier than all of your friends and laughing at them. Oh my God,
that's not worth it.
Well, here's what I did was I took a picture and I sent it to everybody, and they're like, "Oh, nice. They're still doing the release," and I was like, "Oh no, I'm picking it up right now." And they were like, "What?" And then I sent them a picture from the start screen, and I'm like, "I'm playing it right now." And they were all so mad. And I know it wasn't worth it. And I could die, but it was funny. Yeah, I know. I was bad. I'm sorry, I was bad.
Well, the amount of bad you were is nowhere near the amount of bad that fucking GameStop was. Holy shit.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're literally not wrong. My personal GameStop has taken things, I feel like, a lot more seriously than other GameStops. They actually had supplies because they'd ordered supplies like 2 months ago. So, like, they still had, like, sanitary wipes and, like, actual, like, cleaning product and that sort of thing. And all of the associates were wearing gloves, changing gloves between each transaction, and had face masks on. But still, GameStop's being fucking stupid.
Yep.
Surprising no one. Before, I thought maybe Reggie could, like, help float them along a little longer. But after all of this, there's no fucking way. There's literally no way.
And so you just thought, and to be clear, like, you understand that Reggie has, like, no power. You just thought that the Reggie bump would, like...
Yeah, would float them along a little bit longer. Yeah, absolutely.
Yep.
But, like, I don't even know how they could possibly recover from all of this being stupid.
You want me to go dark?
Yeah, go for it.
They don't deserve to.
Nice.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong.
And that's what's shitty. Like... So I guess let's start with phase 1 of stupid.
Okay. I'm ready.
All right. Phase 1 of stupid. GameStop starts handing flyers to cops, which were designed by corporate, telling them why they refuse to close.
And you know, like, number one, we're not going to blame, like, the marketing team or anything like that.
Oh, not at all.
Who was in charge of actually designing the flyers. This is specific, like, CEO levels of bullshit that no one else can push back against.
And I'm also going to include senior leadership. If you're the guy sitting in that meeting and you're a person whose voice has voice, you share blame. But this is strictly C-level and senior level executives. Some poor guy sitting in marketing, individual store managers, district leadership. Like, none of this is for you. None of this is for you. This is strictly for GameStop, the apparatus. GameStop, the publicly traded machine. GameStop, the entity, not GameStop, the spiritual place. Because there is a GameStop, which is a place where people gather and make memories, and it is not the same thing as the capitalist entity. Like, there is the business, and there is the gathering place. And unfortunately, as we have found out this week, they are inextricably linked, and so we might be best with our memories. Tegan, I want you to talk to me. I want you to unload about them handing flyers to cops saying we refuse to close.
It's stupid. Like, you're not... I understand GameStop, why you may think you're essential business, but you fucking aren't. You're entertainment, and all the other entertainment shit closed. You gotta close. Like, honestly, what the actual fuck? Did you see, and I pulled this from the GameStop Reddit, because that's where I pull all the cool things from regarding GameStop. Mm-hmm. Governor Tom Wolf pulled GameStop's business license because they wouldn't close.
Fucking good. Good. One of the things that has been going around in the last few days is boycott lists. Like, companies that just don't give a fuck and are being reckless and careless with human life. And I honestly can't think of a single U.S. company which was more openly brazen toward the value of human life than GameStop. Like, and that's amazing. When I think about, like, the big six retail in the U.S., like the big six companies, like the fact that GameStop edged them all out to be the shittiest company.
Yeah, right?
Like, congratulations, GameStop. You were number one trending on Twitter for all the wrong reasons. Like, that took work.
It was a skill, and you were in a contest that I don't think you wanted to win, but, like, they say any publicity is good publicity, but I don't see you coming back from this. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I really don't.
Oh, God. And I don't know how much of the coverage from Jason Schreier and Patrick Klepek you followed, but they're the good eggs. They're the guys who always only report real things, and all of their inside sources are real. And both of them reported that GameStop at the C level was like, oh, we just have to get past the Doom and Animal Crossing releases. Like, that was their thinking.
Just let them out. Just let them out. Who cares?
Like, look, like, I assure you that if you call up Bethesda, you call up Nintendo, and you're like, hey guys, here's what we're going to do. We'd like to mail out all of these copies.
We'd like to mail them out early so that they arrive.
Yeah, so we can...
Like, when they're supposed to.
So we can, send our employees home, and we can reduce the threat. Todd Howard fucks up a lot of things.
Yep.
Like,
yes, he does.
No one's going to dispute that. But I don't think Todd Howard has done anything that I could describe as demonstrably evil and inhuman. He's done things which are stupid. He's done things which are greedy. He's done things which are careless. But I don't think I could describe Todd Howard as a soulless person who doesn't value human life. Do you think that's fair?
As deliberately endangering the health of the individual along with the health and community for $2.
Right.
Bullshit.
So you're on the same page, like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, we can
We're in this boat together and we're steering it right off this cliff.
Yeah.
Like, fuck it.
So we'll drag Todd Howard now and then. He's good for a yuck. But like, it's a good example of like, Todd Howard he's dumb, he's careless, he's greedy, he's not evil. He's not Randy Pitchford. Like, Randy Pitchford is evil. Like, but I am absolutely sure that if GameStop picked up their fucking telephone and said, "Ahoy, ahoy, this is GameStop. Would you mind if we mailed these out so we could not fucking further spread the coronavirus?" That, like, both Bethesda and Nintendo would have said, "Yo, dog, you good." Like, it's...
I mean, also, like, I know, like, Reggie has no power over GameStop sort of thing, but, like, Reggie, I'm sure, could have put in a call at Nintendo if he really asked nicely. And they would have been like, yes, of course, that's completely understandable. Like,
in fact, if we're talking about, like, legitimately the few situations that he could influence, that is one of them.
Yep.
And, like, the thing is that both Bethesda and Nintendo have had relationships with that company for over 20 years. And until GameStop is dead in the ground, want to continue that relationship. And if GameStop came to them and said, hey, we care about public health and safety, we'd like to mail these. What we'd like to do is split the cost of mailing with you. I really feel like both of them would have eaten that bullet if for no other reason than they would not like it leaked later that they refused to split the cost of mailing.
Right? And that would have been positive PR move everywhere. Because if it came out like, we've decided to partner with GameStop and release these games ahead of schedule, and we're going to mail out literally every copy they have in the store, and like no one will have to worry about missing their game. Everyone would be like, fucking great. Good. Yay. I don't have to leave my house.
Yep.
I can still have my physical item, and I don't have to leave my house. 10 out of 10. But instead, it's like, GameStop didn't give a shit about employees, about customers, about anything.
Yep.
Just, like, $4. Bullshit.
Fucking amazing. Just... Tegan.
Yep.
Goddamn.
Do we already have our winner for dumb as shit?
I mean, the thing...
Or is this the other category?
This is, what do we call it? Most evil business practice?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, you know that there's no part of me that would ever want to give them that. Like, we've talked at length about this on the show. They were my first job. You probably even, you know the speech before I give it. Like, the day I turned 16, you know, that thing. But here we are. But there's no excusing it. Like, because what that does is that turn. I mean, the thing is like, when they stayed open, they didn't even initially stop accepting trades. That blew my mind. That absolutely blew my mind. Like, how in the world do you stay open during a fucking pandemic? And we talked about, in the last hour, the length of time that COVID-19 stays alive on plastic. Tegan, pop quiz.
Mm-hmm.
Do you recall the number I quoted? On plastic, how long does it stay alive?
72 hours?
That's correct.
Hey, I win!
So if an infected person who is not symptomatic walks into a GameStop holding a copy of Call of Duty and hands it to a man and says, I'd like to trade this in toward my copy of Doom, and there is virus on that copy of Call of Duty.
Guess who's getting the virus? Fucking everybody.
Yep.
The GameStop employee, the person who gets that case, all the other cases it fucking touches, everybody's getting it.
And especially because it's a week where there is elevated foot traffic because there are people coming to pick up a video game. I can't tell you how much this upsets me. I can't believe they did it.
Having worked for GameStop recently, I can.
I mean, they weren't this company when I worked for them.
I 100% believe it, but money makes people shitty.
I remember when this company thought it was going to go bankrupt in 1996, and they sent out an email to everyone saying, we're going to take care of you. And it's going to be all right.
Yep, and instead, the current GameStop employees got an email that said, if you want to stay home for the pandemic, that's fine, but you have to use your vacation, and only managers and assistant managers get vacation. And even then, managers get like 2 weeks, and assistant managers get a week, I think.
What is that? How, like, they told an entire state's worth of employees. At this point, they've told 5 states worth of employees, because the same email has now gone out to employees in New York, California, Illinois, Connecticut. Fuck, I'm forgetting the 5th one. But they have told the hourly employees in 5 states, you're done, file for unemployment.
Yeah, that's also bullshit.
And what do you bet that GameStop, in every one of those cases, is going to challenge the unemployment filing?
Oh, 100%. Which is also bullshit.
We talk about a lot of stuff on this show. But, like, I grew up in that store. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So this really...
Like, it definitely sucks. Corporations suck. This is the perfect time and reason and place to cancel GameStop entirely. GameStop needs to close. Nobody should shop at GameStop. Do your shopping somewhere else. Sell your shit on eBay. Throw it away. Recycle it. I don't give a fuck. Give it to your friends. No one cares. Don't use GameStop. Don't support GameStop. It sucks. There's bad shit going around. We're going to hear about a lot of companies doing shit like this, and all of them need to be shut down. If you can't afford to care about your employees during a time when literally everyone is caring about them, that you don't deserve to be a company, because obviously you don't care about your customers either. You only care about money, and that's bullshit. So that's the easiest and the shortest and the most concise way to do it. You know?
The thing that gets me is just like, if you reach a place where you think that money is more important than human life, then I'm not going to go ask you to play in the street because then you might hurt other people. But I will ask you to very strongly consider the things you believe in and to do a lot of very, very serious soul searching. Because to think that there is any situation where there's any kind of calculus where someone dying is worth selling a copy of fucking Animal Crossing. It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
There's no equation that makes that okay. And I do want to say to every company out there which is treating their companies, their employees all right. If you're doing that, if you're protecting your people, and if they're okay right now, good on you. If, like, you looked at your bottom line and you said making sure our people get through this is more important, I want to know who you are.
If you're a CEO and you said, I'm gonna cut my salary so that, because I make way too much money, so that I don't have to fire people during a fucking pandemic, you deserve an award. Like, and also, you should probably cut your salary for the rest of the year also, and, like, for after the pandemic, because you definitely make too much money. But, you know, those are the good eggs, and we need more of you, and we need all of you to be vocal about how bullshit people practices, like the way that GameStop is treating their employees are. Yeah. We need all of you to condemn it.
Yeah,
because you're the people that they're looking at.
Yep.
They're not listening to us down here in the bottom tier. You know, the people that actually, like, fund the business, but whatever. Order your games online. Hope that Sony gets their fucking security stuff situated so I can actually put my debit card on there. Like, you know. Sucks, but I'd rather not leave the house if I can avoid it. I say after announcing that I went to GameStop.
Yeah.
That was my one trip out. I'm done. I'm in.
It's
2 trips out. I have to go to the bank. But my bank is setting up appointments. They're like, you can do it, but we're locking the door. Only one person in at a time when we have slots. Like, we're not dealing with the general public. And I'm like, good on them. My employer has offered to cover all medical expenses associated with the pandemic and testing. Yep. 100% covered. 100% covered. As long as you're on, like, their insurance. 100% covered. Good.
Same.
That's how it all should be.
Same.
People who are saying that, like, the government should pay everybody, like, $2,000 a month or whatever for every adult over 18, and, like, we don't have to pay that money back because it's a fucking pandemic, and what are we supposed to do otherwise? Good. Also, that money's gotta come from somewhere, and it better come from the fucking military budget, because we don't need that much military. Jesus.
So...
Sorry, I got opinions. I got sidetracked.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Your rage is cutting through my sad, and I appreciate it.
Good. I don't get angry that often, but, like, I got things to get mad about.
Like...
Amazon, make your streaming service cheaper. I want to watch more shit. Like, also Hulu. Make your streaming... Everybody needs to lower their streaming service. And every internet company needs to, like, either make their service free or significantly lower their stuff. And we all know data caps are bullshit, but now we really know that data caps are bullshit since you're just lifting them for the pandemic and no other reason. Like, just remove the data caps. Fuck you. And also... better internet. I have great internet. Everyone deserves internet like I have right now. And internet is a utility at this point. It is a utility. It needs to be treated like a fucking utility. Just like electricity and gas and water and everything else. Like, it is a utility. Fuck you if you don't think it's a utility. It is. It's a mandatory utility right now. Shut up. Shut up, you're wrong.
So people, the states, and a few of them have done at this point, who have... their state legislatures voted into effect laws that say that grocery store and garbage employees get the same protection as emergency workers because they are emergency workers.
Good. Yeah, they are. They fucking are emergency workers. Are you kidding me? You know who else is an emergency worker right now? Everybody in a warehouse who's shipping shit like fucking sanitary wipes and masks and groceries. All those people are also emergency workers. Fuck you if you think they're not. God damn it. They deserve way better. Everyone deserves way better. I'm angry. Sorry.
So
I'm done being angry. No, I'm not.
No, Tegan, it's fine. Like we're in a weird place right now, and it's okay to be in a weird place right now. One of the things I did on Friday night was watch my #1 crush, Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, on Instagram. Normally, what she does on Friday night is make herself dinner and answer questions from people.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
That's cozy.
Yeah, it's cozy, and it's like, it's very...
It's a fireside chat.
Yes.
Sort of thing.
You know, like, and I'm glad to spend that time with our eventual president. Like, you know, it's a shame we have to wait 4 years, but... God, I wish AOC
It's just 4 more years of her being fucking cool, you know?
Yeah, I just wish AOC was 35 this year, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, we gotta wait 4 more years for AOC to turn 35. But anyway, so AOC normally makes herself dinner on Friday nights and talks with the people. It's always dinner. The complexity of the dinner depends on how exhausted she is. Sometimes it's something like interesting and complicated. Sometimes she's like, I'm fucking tired of making myself mac and cheese and we're gonna talk. But she makes herself dinner and talks with the people. This Friday, she's like, guys, I'm making myself a fucking margarita and we're going to talk.
Yeah, right.
Yep. And
I'm a bartender. I was a bartender. I know how to make a fucking good margarita. And this is how you do it. And now we're going to have a chat.
Yep. And so she made herself a margarita and she shoots straight down the middle. And one of the things she said during the video just like chilled me to the fucking bone. She said, guys, the US peak on this is about 40 days out from now. We're nowhere near peak. Peak will be about 40 days from now, if we flatten the curve.
Mm-hmm.
Like, meaning that, like, all of the crazy, irresponsible, reckless, and mean-spirited shit that people are doing right now is, like, just beginning. Because it's getting worse. Something happened in my state today, which made me, like, very ashamed of my state. Which was, a dude rolled into a hospital in Tucson and stole a bunch of COVID-19 testing kits.
Ooh.
And they were very quick to get out some press releases that said, like, what do you think you're going to do with those, sir? Like, they require complex equipment to use, and you don't have the resources to read results. So, what do you think you're going to do with those? But isn't that a hell of a thing?
It's ridiculous. It's honestly ridiculous.
Yeah.
There's so much about this that's just like, what?
Yeah.
Ohio, so our election day was on the 17th, and our governor said, nope, canceling elections, doing them later, doing them in June. We're not doing them right now. Absolutely not. Like, and what happened was, like, first, like, they were like, well, we're canceling elections. The governor didn't say it. Someone else said it. And then there was a judge in Franklin County who was like, no, that's undemocratic. We're gonna have the elections. And then the judge and the like main health official for Ohio both came in and said, state of emergency. No, we're not. You fucking dumbass. Everybody stay home. You fucking idiot. We're gonna do it later. We'll still do it. We'll just do it later. And if we can't do it later, we will mail every house a mail-in ballot and everyone will fucking have to mail in their vote. I'm not dealing with this. And I'm like, good, because Delaware and somewhere else had fucking elections, and guess who's got a bunch of fucking virus spread now, you fucking shits. God damn it.
I suppose this is a good time to yell about the Democratic Party.
Yell about the Democratic Party. Go for it. They're being fucking stupid right now.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Cannot believe just the... So, we knew that we were in a, like, burn the fires, stay in your homes, ashes, ashes, we all fall down kind of fucking, like, phase. We knew things were awful, but, like, Democratic Party was like, we got 4 key primaries that could put our boy Joe over.
Fuck Joe.
And so what if we do those? Because polling shows that Bernie supporters are statistically significantly more likely to stay home as a point of safety. Like, that Bernie supporters will say, like, oh, I shouldn't go because it's irresponsible to go to the polls. Like, so we could win 4 key states if we just refuse to stop the primaries. That sounds great. That sounds awesome. The thing is that the actual presidential election is a thing which is constitutionally mandated and requires a significant... There has to be a huge amount of ballyhoo and weirdness in order to change anything about a presidential election. Now, primaries are things which are decided state by state and by their respective parties. So it's an entirely different kettle of fish. So for like the Democratic Party to just like shrug and go like, oh, I'm sorry, we can't do anything. We just have to get these copies of Animal Crossing out the door. Because you know what? It's the same fucking thing. Like, they're willing to be a vector for infection in order to get their guy over the top, and fuck them. Fuck them. Tegan, it's really inconvenient that a pandemic is the time that we reach the need for a violent revolution.
Yeah, because, like, how do you violently revolt when you're trapped inside your home?
That's the problem. Wherever you are, fuck you, and I hope you're out of beans. I really can't believe they did it. When I saw the pictures of the polls that day, where like there was 0 social distancing going on,
right? And
in most of the states, there's a voting apparatus that multiple people need to touch in order to vote. So it's like, all right, great, we're going to send people into a little closed-off booth where they touch a thing that somebody touched 2 minutes ago. Just like, oh.
Ohio still does paper ballots.
At least there's that.
Good. Yep. We do paper ballots. We slide them. It's like a little Scantron, and we slide it into a machine ourselves. The polling workers, once they hand us our ballot, do not touch the ballot. The only, like, material you need is a black ballpoint pen. And so they were advising everyone bring a black ballpoint pen from home, not a gelling pen, a regular ballpointing pen, because... to, like, minimize it, you know? Minimize the transmission. And if you don't, they were gonna have, like, cleaning supplies on hand and that sort of thing. But still, like,
right.
Dislike. But also, I voted a month and a half ago, basically, because early voting was open, and I did it, and guess what? There were 2 other people there, and I voted way the fuck away from them. So, like, if you had to vote, why did you vote early? Jesus!
And here's a point of science I kind of want to just throw out there. The Insane Clown Posse, which is a band with a kind of notorious reputation, which is mostly undeserved. The Insane Clown Posse canceled all of their events before the Democratic Party or GameStop. I kind of want to, like, repeat that. The Insane Clown Posse canceled all events before the Democratic Party and GameStop. Tegan,
yeah.
How does that make you feel?
I made a sound.
Okay.
That's how it makes me feel. That. It's just, like, the amount of exacerbation and, like, frustration is astronomical that I am feeling. You don't care about people.
If the fucking juggalos can be like, yo, maybe we should not spread this coronavirus.
Right?
Maybe we should drink our Faygo soda at home
Then, like, drink your fucking Perrier sparkling water at fucking home.
Just... So yeah, like, I guess in summary, fuck GameStop.
Yep.
Fuck the Democratic Party.
Yep.
I do kind of want to highlight, like, a very good and wholesome thing that I saw as a result of this.
Yeah.
Which is Rami Ishmael, who is one of the guys at Vlambeer, which is a fantastic developer. If you don't follow their work, then you are missing out on legitimately great video games. They are the guys who did Ridiculous Fishing and Super Crate Box, Nuclear Throne. They do really good work.
Mm-hmm.
But Rami has also been like this like extraordinary like political voice for years. And one of the things that he did was tweet out a picture of Al-Kaaba, which is the central point of prayer in Mecca, where literally there is no one gathered around it. No one at all. And so it's this picture of Al-Kaaba with no one. And normally you can't even see the color of the ground around it.
Yeah, normally it's wall-to-wall people. Literally wall-to-wall people.
So right now it just looks like a board cube in the middle of a baseball stadium, which is weird, because it never just looks like a board cube in the middle of a baseball stadium. And he can like tweet out this like really beautiful and moving thread on like what that represents and like what that means to him, and said, I just want to share that just the very end of what he wrote, and it's all very worthwhile. And if y'all want to go read things that give you hope right now, and like sometimes on certain days hope can be in short supply, so go check this out when you need a dose. But the end of what he wrote, part of me feels that this is an apocalyptic event. Mecca would not be empty unless the world had ended. It simply does not seem like a plausible reality. But the other part of me is incredibly hopeful, seeing this image in response to the frankly scary reality of COVID-19. Because if this Kaaba, the center of Islam, can be empty in a world of 2 billion Muslims, that would give anything to pray there just once in their lives, then surely it should be possible to practice social distancing wherever we may live. I hope that after COVID-19 is under control in the future, I will never need to see the floor around the Kaaba again. But today, I take the floor as a reminder to care for one another and to not risk another's health for anything less important than the Hajj.
What's a Hajj?
Hajj is a sacred pilgrimage to Muslims. It is one of the 5 duties they must undertake in their life. Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah. So, Tegan, you went to get Animal Crossing for something less important than the fucking Hajj.
I did.
I hate to circle back around to that shame, but...
No, it's okay. So, wait, hang on. If we're gonna say Animal Crossing was less than the Hajj, then for me to be on brand, would we say if Breath of the Wild 2 came out, that would be reasonable for me as a person, because that is my thing?
Do you honestly believe that Breath of the Wild is your sincere connection to God?
The Legend of Zelda is my connection to God.
Do you sincerely believe that? I'm asking you straight up, no kayfabe, because right now, this episode is not in kayfabe. Listeners, we are not in kayfabe right now.
Oh, we're not? Shit, okay.
This is a kayfabe-free episode.
If Breath of the Wild 2 were coming out, I would have switched it to digital.
I hope that it doesn't sound too presumptive to say, that's my girl, but that's my girl.
Yeah.
You're good people. You're good people.
I got to be bad once. As a treat.
Okay, there we go.
So are you going to tell me what the fuck you've been doing in Animal Crossing since we haven't talked about it yet?
Oh, shit.
Even though it's been a whole show and, like, now you're ready to, like, leave, but we never talked about what you fucking been doing in Animal Crossing, and I've been vibrating with excitement.
Tegan, we're not ready to leave. Like, I feel like we still have a show left. Also, I feel like this is the meatiest show that has ever happened with just 2 hosts.
I mean, you know, that's because we got opinions.
We have a lot of feelings, and honestly, a lot of shit has happened.
You have a lot of feelings.
Ugh.
I turned those off. That's why I didn't cry. Crying is good, though. Like, I mean, obviously, if that's how you're feeling, that's how you're feeling, and it's important to acknowledge how you're feeling, but...
Is that the first time anybody's ever cried on the show?
Yes. Technically, yes. I did come very close to crying during our first game of the year when I was talking about Princess Zelda for Best Girl in in the Game of the Year podcast, but I didn't actually cry, and I believe you actually cried.
Yes, there was a point on the show before it was very short and I steered through it. But it happened, I think, somewhere in our first 3 to 6 months of broadcast. Again, folks, there's no kayfabe. We're just fucking hanging out right now.
We're just shooting the shit.
But it was very early in the life of the show. But you said you're just a mean old man that nobody likes.
I did. Yep, I did say that. Oh,
and
that was wrong and rude. And I'm sorry.
And Tegan, I'm sorry. Like, if I get weird, it's because of all the stuff that's going on right now makes me. But
yeah, no, it's okay.
Yeah, but like it got me then.
Goof. I'm sorry.
Tegan,
I don't think I ever actually apologized, but I am. You're not a mean old man that nobody likes.
Yeah, no, I mean, the thing is that, like, at this point, like, you and Rocky are really... It's weird because, like...
We're Ohana.
You know, like, I've never stood in the same room as you, but, like, you're closer than a lot of my family at this point. It's weird. You know?
That's the internet, baby.
You know, same goes for Rocky.
Yeah, but he's not here to defend himself or say nice things.
Oh, he doesn't have to do either. Rocky, wherever you are, man. I love you. Be healthy.
Please don't cry. Brian, please don't cry. I mean, these are happier tears, I assume, but like also...
They are. Because I knew that
we're all three of us, Brian, are gonna get through this. Like, I know statistically you keep saying, like, one of us is gonna get it, and I keep joking, like, well, fuck it, let it come then. But, no, we're gonna be fine. Like, the three of us are gonna be chill. We'll all be okay.
I just feel like sometimes, not often, we get wrapped up in our kayfabe, at least on the show.
I don't even know what the word kayfabe means.
Oh,
you keep saying that word, but I don't know what it means. So, like, are we on our kayfabe? I don't fucking know.
All right. All right, so
Teach me, podcast dad.
All right, so I will share with you the meaning of a word.
I've been doing this for 3 years. You think I'd know the words by now.
Kayfabe is the fact or convention of presenting a staged performance as genuine or authentic.
Oh.
Meaning that you assure your audience what is happening is real and...
Not a bit, basically.
Not a bit.
But it is a bit.
All right. And so there are... And this is where, like, I guess we're going to dissect Impossible Coin for a second. And people who are listening, who are still with us, thank you. You're our serious fans. We love you. We are going to get to Animal Crossing. And we're going to spend some time with it. And then I'm going to go play some more fucking Animal Crossing.
Yeah, then we're going to play Animal Crossing and maybe Brian will actually come to my fucking town.
Yes, yeah, because actually, at this point, like, I'm legally able to go to your town now, so...
Legally?
I had to wait till 5 a.m.
Oh,
we didn't talk about what time it is when we started, did we?
We didn't.
Well,
you're only on day 2. Oh, yeah, you are only on day 2. That's right.
All right. We'll break down what day it is, and then we'll get back to kayfabe.
Yep, okay. So, in my game, it is Sunday, March 22nd, and I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, because that's when Alex usually gets up for work, and, like, I'm keeping my work schedule, And so I did the smart thing and said, my museum is going to be open in an hour. I'm just going to dick around for an hour in Animal Crossing. And that's what I did. And then Brian messaged me at 5 in the morning. It was like, or 6? Nope, 6 in the morning.
No, it was earlier.
Like, it was earlier? Okay.
Yep.
5 in the morning was like, Tegan, you're up! Because I was tweeting about how I visited one of my friends in Washington State, her town, because it was 2 a.m. her time. And so, like, I went over and hung out with her. And then my other friend in Japan, her town was open. So first my town was open still, so she came into my town, and then I went into her town. And then, after that, I didn't get to tweet about this because it was time to start recording, but my friend who lives in Ireland was like, here's my dodo code if you want to come visit my island. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna do that then. And so I went to Ireland town also. And Brian messaged me and was like, you're up? And I was like, yes, this is when I get up. What's up? And he was like, do you want to record? And all I could think is, it's like 2 a.m. where you are, Brian. Why the fuck haven't you gone to bed yet?
To be fair.
But instead I said, sure.
It was, so when I messaged Tegan and let the record show, it was,
I'm going to open my Twitter so I can see exactly what time you messaged me.
It was 3:29 a.m. my time.
Yep, 6:27 a.m.
Right. Because right now, because Arizona is weird, Tegan and I are on a 3-hour difference.
Yep.
And so I saw that Tegan was up, and I said, you know what? Fuck it. And it's mainly because I, cried and then laid in bed all day yesterday and got up at 4 p.m.
Nice.
Like normally the reason I can't sleep is because of like hip, knee, and foot pain. But today the reason I can't sleep is
because of the social crushing of the world.
Twofold. One is the social crushing of the world, and two is once I started playing Animal Crossing, it gave me this incredible endorphin rush, which is weird. Yeah. Yep.
That good serotonin right in there. Oh, it hits the brain just right.
Yep.
This is why people play Animal Crossing. Everyone you know who plays Animal Crossing obsessively is very depressed, and that's the only way they get happiness anymore. Don't fucking judge them. Join them in a game.
Let's circle back to kayfabe. I just want to spend a little time with it.
Okay.
Because kayfabe is an opportunity to talk about my other great life. I want to talk about a couple of things in general, Tegan, and then kind of drill down, if that's good with you.
Yeah, do your thing. Live your truth, man. Tell me what we're doing.
Is that the last year of my life has been extraordinarily hard, in general. Balancing my wife's health and my own physical pain and changes in my work. I've been dealing with work shit now for just changes in my work since July of 2018, because I got laid off on July 2nd, 2018. I had my severance package, and I had to find work fast, and I did find work fast, but the work was bad. But then I found work that was good.
Yep.
Really good.
And now you're working that good work.
Yes, and now I'm working that good work. But a lot of that meant that I have been in this really weird space of emotional tumult. And it takes a lot for me to really care about a video game. Period. In 2019, I can think of 3 video games which sincerely grabbed me. Grabbed me.
Mm-hmm.
Which were Baba Is You, Grindstone, and A Plague Tale Innocence. Those were the games that when I played them, I was like, okay, I'm broken inside, but I'm still
I'm still a person.
I'm still enough of a person to play this. And those were the games that I could do that with. And I was really, really worried that I was broken in a way that I wasn't going to be able to activate that part of my brain that I was very, very familiar with that says just without equivocation, I love video games. Like, I don't know if you've ever been in this place in your life or if you've had the kind of stresses that have pushed you to that place. It's not a thing.
I believe when I was at that point, I did play nothing but Animal Crossing Pocket Camp and Love Nikki for like 6 months. And I was like, I don't have a single goddamn video game to talk about.
It was a very, very hard thing to struggle through in 2019 because, like, when I was talking about those games, those were all new video games.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, Grindstone, A Plague Tale Innocence, and Baba Is You were all new video games. And even video games that I liked that weren't those video games in that year, I really didn't suffer the fools gladly. I enjoyed Slay the Spire.
Mm-hmm.
But that, like, warm...
It didn't make you feel...
You know that, like, I just ate a really good brownie feeling, or I got a good hug, or...
Mm-hmm.
You know that feeling?
Yeah, I know that feeling.
Slay the Spire gave me none of those feelings. None. Like, all of my feelings were, for a minute, were, like, purely from, like, an analytical... Like, oh, okay. I guess this is a thing I'm experiencing. In fact, I deliberately put down Luigi's Mansion 3 because I said... I know that when I am okay...
This will be a really fucking fun game.
Yes. And I'm like, I need to stop playing this game right now because of where I am. Because I can see that all of the things that I have thought for years were broken in this franchise have been fixed.
Mm-hmm.
And so I need to fucking stop. Because if I come back to this once I'm okay... This will be okay. This will be great. So, like, as long as we're not all dead next January, expect Luigi's Mansion 3 to make a huge showing in Old Game of the Year.
Oh, it's gonna be a blast. It's a really fucking fun game, Brian.
Like, I played...
You know what else is gonna make it a surprise visit in Old Game of the Year? Fucking Horizon Zero Dawn.
Good. It's a really good...
If I'd played one more goddamn mission...
It's a good video game.
Before I got angry.
And Tegan, I played enough of Luigi's Mansion 3 to realize that it is absolutely my shit.
Oh yeah, it's your brand.
Yes. And I was like, oh, the thing that's broken is me, not this game. I need to put this down. And I've been looking for something that can get me back to the it's all going to be okay place. I was like, oh, that's a tall order. It's a tall, tall order. But I have always, always loved Animal Crossing. It has always been one of my absolute favorite franchises of video games. It is something which I can get lost in and spend dozens of hours, and it makes me feel so good. And it's the shit. And so I was really worried that when I picked up Animal Crossing, was I going to feel all caps it?
Mm-hmm.
Tegan, you know how good it was to pick it up and feel all caps it?
Yes, I do, because I fucking risked everything to go get it. I know exactly how it fucking feels.
I remember when the first Animal Crossing that was available in North America came out. On
the GameCube one?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I remember how hard it was to visit someone else's town in that game. And how hard it was to create an interactive element for that person.
Mm-hmm.
Because you couldn't be in the town with them at the same time and all that shit. Like, so what I did was I remember putting a notice on my town board for that person. And then taking my memory card to their house. And then they put my memory card in. And then they boarded the train, went to my town, and saw the notice, greeting them and welcoming them to my town.
Mm-hmm.
And the board said, And I have buried a special surprise for you in town. I hope you find it and enjoy it. And it was an NES copy of Excitebike.
Aww.
Yep. And...
That's cute!
Yep. And then
Friends.
they took it back to their town. Animal Crossing has been the thing I have absolutely... I've loved it for years. You know, it is the consummate chill out game. Like, it is the ultimate chill out game. And I really had a hard time figuring out what to name my island.
Yeah?
What did you name your island?
I named my island Outset. It's Outset Island from Link's Awakening. I have a brand to protect, Brian.
Okay.
I did not get the Heart Lake I wanted because I was like, well, I'll just go with the first island I get and see what, like, through the first thing and see if I get the fruit I want, and any of the villagers I want. And I got cherries, which is what I wanted. And then, I have Flo and Samson in my town, and I've never had either of them in a town before. So, like, that was fine. So I'm just living with it. I hate where my house is, and I can't wait to move it. I hate it so much. It's in a bad spot.
Oh, am I going to be able to move my whole damn house?
You'll be able to move your whole damn house eventually.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I can't fucking wait to move it to somewhere else.
I picked the place I put it.
I picked the place I put mine, and I don't like it.
I really like the place I put mine.
Oh, okay. Well, you can keep it there then.
I put it because, like, it appears to me that very deliberately the island is always two separate landmasses separated by a river.
Yep.
Meaning that, like, they want to keep you on a smaller landmass initially for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
And so, at the crown of my, like, inside landmass, my smaller landmass, there is a waterfall on the other island, the other landmass. So by plunking my tent there, there's a waterfall directly behind me.
Okay.
That's very lovely.
Yeah, that is very nice.
Yes. And so, and I'm like, I'm sure I'll be able to eventually put a bridge nearby. I'll do that. And, you know, of my two initial villagers, like, one of them was like, whatever. But the other one was Mira.
Mm-hmm.
And Mira's, like, the best.
Mira's the yellow rabbit, right? That's part of, like, the Sentai Force?
Yes.
Yes. She's great.
And I'm like, oh, you sweet bunny. Let's hang out. And, like, I know that she's into, like, cheerful and fun villagers. And so, like, I've already, like, hung out with her and given her some cherries and, like, done stuff for her. And she's already given me, like, blueprints for my Nook phone to, like, make new stuff. And I'm like, okay, this works out. I'm going to hang out with my friend Bunny. It's one of those, like, very, very Animal Crossing things that I spent, like, a good hour doing nothing but weeding.
Yeah.
And, like, how calming it was.
Now, here's the thing. What did you do with those weeds?
I sold them.
Just as weeds?
Oh, Jesus. Taking that Animal Crossing wrong.
No, you didn't Animal Crossing wrong, but because I was doing that too, and then one of my friends was like, hey, if you turn the weeds into leaf umbrellas, they sell for more money than the 15 weeds it takes to make the umbrella. And I was like, well, fuck me then. I'm stupid. So I was just wondering if you were also like me and did the stupid thing.
I did the stupid thing.
Yay, we're stupid together! Friendship!
Which is different than earlier when we were smart together.
Yes. Now we're stupid together.
So it felt really good. Even when Animal Crossing has you doing something absolutely new that you've never done before in the context of that game, it feels familiar. And that is not a criticism. Like, when Animal Crossing is like, hey, here's how you make a fishing rod. And you're like, fuck you, I've never made a fishing rod in this game before. They're like, buddy, it's fine. And you're like, you know what, Animal Crossing? It is fine. It's fine. And I've enjoyed, like, stalking around with my fishing rod and my bug net and my slingshot. I know that I cannot have a shovel until I wake up today because of throttling in the game. Because they won't let you have a shovel until airport day.
Yep.
And it makes sense because they know that you're going to get on a fucking plane and go get a bunch of other fruit and then come back with that fruit. Want to bury it. Like, I get it.
Right.
But I've enjoyed, like, getting Nook Miles and, like, opening my little phone app and being like, what can I do to get Nook Miles? Like, it's... Tegan, walk me through your emotional relationship with this game so far.
It's soft. It's exactly what I needed.
Yep.
I've been transported back to when I first got a GameCube and got sunburnt really, 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 really fucking badly and couldn't go outside for 2 weeks while I was waiting for the sunburn to go away so that I didn't get fucking sun poisoning. Wow. It's so good. I weeded. I feel so productive. I love games that give you stuff to do so that you feel productive. And because Animal Crossing is mostly like chores and like related sort of stuff, I feel very productive. So like I paid off my Nook Miles, I paid off my first home expansion, I've paid off my second home expansion, and now I gotta wait for my third expansion, which is the back room. But I also have to like help Nook build houses for the villagers that I met on the islands so that they can have places to live when they come to my island, and that means I get to pick out where they live.
Nice.
I don't know where they're gonna be because I have a better spot picked out for like my museum and my house and that kind of stuff, but because of how my island was laid out, 2/3 of it was inaccessible to me because of the way the rivers were, and I did not realize that when I was picking the map because I wasn't fucking paying attention because I just wanted to play Animal Crossing.
Total samesies.
So a lot of my stuff is like very confined into one area, which I hate, and I can't wait to spread it out now that I have access to the rest of my island. Just getting to that point where I can move all my stuff is what I want, but I'm choosing right now to not play with time travel. My friends and I agreed that we would time travel back in time for an event that we missed, but we wouldn't travel forward in time. And I was like, I want to travel back in time because I missed this one part, so then I could be on the same page as everybody because I'm about a day behind because I didn't do one thing my first night. But if I do that, I know my museum will be open and everyone else will not have their museums yet, and that won't be fair. So I didn't. Even though I really wanted to. What did you not do
your first night?
I didn't pay off my Nook Miles my first night, even though I could have. So I'm like one home expansion behind everybody else. And because I am one home expansion behind everybody else, like I was a day late opening my shop, my regular like shopping thing up. I was a day late getting other villagers to come into my town. I'm like a day late doing everything. So like everyone else can do like little emotes, little like happy faces and shit, and I can't do that yet because when that first other person moves into your town, they teach you how to do that, and I can't yet, and everyone else can. So they're all like, they'll walk over and they'll do like the little happy with the flowers. You know what I'm talking about? Where like you kind of like hop from one foot to the other and like the flowers come out of your face. I can't do that, and I'm just like, well, I don't have emotes yet. And they're like, how, Tegan? You had this game before any of us. And I'm like, oh, you don't have emotes yet.
Well, Tegan, okay. First of all, it's not everybody. Like, I got 3,000 Nook Miles. 3,000 and change Nook Miles my first night. And I thought I was Marco fucking Polo. So,
yeah, right?
Yeah. I was like, look at me! Yeah! The only thing I knew I could have instantly done but didn't do was to make a custom design, which I totally need to do. But, you know, like, once I do that, like, you know, like, what's that, like another 300, 500 Nook miles? Like, you're fine. You're absolutely fine. Like, remember that, like, pleasure comes from, like, two different brain chemicals. Serotonin and dopamine. Okay? And, like, how Animal Crossing is different from most video games is that it's a serotonin game. Most games are dopamine games. So, don't try and play it like a dopamine game. You know, you don't need to kill all the guys. You don't need to solve all the puzzles. This is a place to chill out and be happy. You know? So, you don't need to be on a schedule. It's fine. It's fine. I don't know if you'll believe me. I don't know if you'll take that seriously. But you don't need to do things on a schedule. This is a place to be happy. Do you take that seriously?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god. Like, when I do my, island treks, which is like where you leave your island, you'll be able to do this today. You can trade your Nook miles in for, like, plane tickets, and the dodos take you to a random island. And there's all kinds of shit there. It's crazy. And it's all different depending on, like, which island you go to. All the islands are small, but that's okay. Because, like, you're supposed to go to get, like, there's, like, different flowers. Sometimes there's different fruit, like, all that kind of stuff. I went to the island, and the first island I went to had hyacinths. Like, and I'd gotten 5 hyacinth seeds from Nook, I think. Pretty sure from Nook. Maybe I bought them in the shop. I don't remember. But I was like, oh, these hyacinths are other colors. I'm going to get them. So what I did was I dug up every single hyacinth plant, and I brought them back with me to my island, and I put them around my town plaza so it looks nice. Because it looks nice, and it made me happy. And I was like, wow, I planted all these flowers today. But, like, that's all. You just gotta do what you want. Make your town a place that you would like to spend time in. Yep.
It felt really good to get back to
chilling. Like, actually chilling.
Yeah. Like, we talked about what happened to my last Animal Crossing town, right?
Oh, I think so.
How I had a town that I spent ample time in every day. And then Beth and I got burglarized.
Oh, yeah, and it was stolen?
Yep.
Yes, we did talk about that.
Yeah. And, like, it just, like, the two things that actually tore a hole in me from that were, like, I'm like, okay, insurance can replace these things. Thankfully, thank God. But insurance cannot replace my Animal Crossing save, and insurance cannot replace my Skyrim save. And because of that burglary, I've had, like, a very specific additional emotional relationship with both of those franchises since. Like, Elder Scrolls and Animal Crossing are, like, things that feel like they were taken from me. And so, like, whenever I touch them, I feel like I'm reclaiming them. Which is why I'm really glad that I own Skyrim on Switch. Because now, like, the things that got took from me are all in one place. It's been a whole thing, man. Like, I really enjoyed the player onboarding experience to the new Animal Crossing. It really felt like a come home, it's gonna all be okay. Which I know it doesn't necessarily speak to what they need to be all the time, but it's what it felt like. You know? Like, when they're doing that island flyby, and you get that first shot of, like, what your fruit is going to be. And I, like, loudly and, like, weirdly shouted, it's cherries! You know, like... Yeah! You know, like... It felt good.
I was so excited to see cherries. I was like, I got cherries! And one of my friends in the chat was like, that's what you wanted! And all I could think was, it was?
Yep.
I was so excited to see, like, the whole world that I forgot what I had even, like, we'd been deciding, like, this is what I want. Like, these are the fruit that I want, and as soon as the island's open, we'll be able to trade them and all this stuff. And I was just like, I don't remember what I wanted. This is what I got, and this is what I'm staying with.
Yep, and I knew that what I wanted was cherries and purple airport. And I got cherries and blue airport, and I'm like, you know what? Close enough. Like, close enough.
Right, 1 out of 2 ain't bad.
Yeah.
I have a green airport.
Man.
It's like bright green. The roof of my house is green, and it's like a dark green. It's like the color of the leaves green, and I like that green a lot more. So.
Man, like, so. And this happens every time I play Animal Crossing. Where I just go, Lord, have I completely forgotten how to fish? I've caught 1 fish so far.
Oh. Only 1?
Yes.
Oh.
Which leads to, have I forgotten how to fish questions?
Probably, yeah.
Yeah.
So you throw the bobber, it's gotta go at their head. If it doesn't go at their head, they're not gonna see it. So a new effect, the water looks super fucking good, by the way. But
Yep.
a new effect is when a fish notices your bobber, there's a little water ripple around their, like, nose, and that lets you know that they've seen it and they're interested.
Yep.
So you don't pull out your bobber too early and make them swim away. But once you have their interest, they'll swim up and they'll bite it between 1 and 5 times. And on one of those bites, the bobber goes underwater, and that's when you have to mash A.
Okay.
It's not a single press A, you have to mash it. Because you gotta battle the fish. And then you hoist it up, and then it goes, ha-ha! And it tells you a stupid fucking pun, and it's great.
Yep. I got, like, what was it, a porch or a pooch or a putch? Like,
A yellow perch?
That's it.
You know what's really bad is that the fish in Animal Crossing are so well modeled that I've been able to identify the fish in real life and also, like, in other games.
Yep.
Alex caught a fish in Red Dead and he was like, oh, I think this is a bass. And I'm like, oh no, that's a carp. He's like, no, it's not. And then he looked at his inventory and son of a bitch, it was.
Yep. Then I spent a couple hours, like, stalking around my third of an island.
Right.
Catching moths.
Yeah! That's what I did too.
Yep. And I'm like, oh god. I'm like, But I think the thing that I kept on, like, I guess building toward my giant rambling terrible speech, but haven't yet gotten to, was I love video games.
Yay!
Like, I played this and was like, yep. Like, this is the thing, this is the feeling, this is the place.
Sometimes you just need some fucking Animal Crossing in your life. If you're feeling exceptionally stressed out and own a Switch, consider buying Animal Crossing digitally. First of all, the eShop's going to be in better shape because not all the Animal Crossing people are fucking downloading it at midnight. So you're going to be able to get it fairly easily. And number 2, it's a really fucking good game. And you can go outside. And there's going to be an Easter update in April. We're going to get to see the bunny! Bunny Day! All of the holidays are, like, renamed to be totally not that holiday. So, like, Bunny Day is totally not Easter, and you totally don't, like, collect eggs, except you totally do. And then you get a special Easter furniture set, and it's cute.
Yep. So, super duper exciting.
Did you pick the Northern Hemisphere or the Southern Hemisphere?
Northern.
Okay.
I was honest. I was like, this is where I live. I live in the Northern. Tegan, did you lie to the video game?
No, I also picked Northern.
Yes. I considered Southern very briefly. But then I put it this way. I'm like, how would I feel if I play this video game and when it gets to be Halloween, it's not autumn? Or
right.
When it gets to Christmas, it's not winter.
Yep.
And I was like, I would be bummed.
Yep. You'd be major bummed.
Yep.
So because we have physical, right? My home continues to have 2 Switches in it. And Alex has no intention of playing Animal Crossing ever. So what I'm probably going to do is pop my cartridge into his Switch at some point and start him on the Southern Hemisphere. Because he doesn't care anyway.
Oh my god. Oh, Tegan.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Look.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. We can get them crickets.
You knew exactly where I was fucking going.
Them crickets.
Because there's a very, very valuable 3-month fucking span when it comes to bugs. When it's super bug time.
Yep. It's spring, summer, and fall. That's it. In the winter, you get the occasional bug. The occasional bug. Like, I believe you can still get dung beetles in the winter because they roll up the snowballs.
But like golden stags, like that's a 3-month span. Period.
Yup.
Oh god. Tegan, I all right. It's so like it's interesting to me. Like when I think about like the things that are like people's core brands.
Yep.
I don't know why I wouldn't think that, like, Animal Crossing isn't both your and I's core brand, but, like, it's our fucking core brand. Like, it...
I didn't think... When we first started this podcast, I had a lot of opinions about what I thought your core brand was, and, like, most of them have been since disproven.
This is so interesting to me, and this is honestly a fantastic segue that builds additional content. Please tell me what you thought was my core brand, and then as the sequel, now tell me what you think my core brand is now.
Maybe I'll save that for a Patreon exclusive podcast.
Tegan.
Or maybe I'll do it right now.
Go. Just go.
So I thought initially you were more like, not hardcore games? You know, not like Call of Duty, like shoot 'ems, but like games that were big on combat, big on fighting, like, so like fighting games specifically sort of things, like Street Fighter and that sort of thing. And then, big, like, the big stuff that has like a lot of like first person shooting elements, but also like interesting story stuff. And then you were like, and I played that fucking Barbie game on the Game Boy Advance or whatever. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. That was the moment that I was like, all of my assumptions are incorrect, and I need to listen much more carefully about what he talks about in video games. Because then you were like, and Cooking Mama's great, and I was like, you play Cooking Mama? And I had like a whole, like, you know that meme where it's just like the guy blinking? That was me for like 3 weeks. I was just like, huh? And now I think I get it. The stories that you're most interested in are more delicate and nuanced, and you read a lot more into them than most people who play video games just generally. And it's because you really care about video games not just as an art form, but also as like what they're trying to tell us about our current situation, which is a really interesting thing that I didn't like ever think about at all. So finding out that Animal Crossing is your brand is like not a surprise to me. I'm just like, yeah, that makes sense. Animal Crossing's your brand, like, Plague Tale's your brand, Life is Strange is your brand, like, I get it now. I get it. But I was like, what the fuck? The first time it came up, and I was just like,
And then when you figure out that, like, the reason that fighting games are Rocky's brand is not because they're fighting games, but because they're social.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, right? Like, huh? I thought it was
oh.
because of, like, the technical aspects, but no, it's the social aspect, and I'm like, whoa.
Oh.
Brian, I think you're gonna like Haikyuu, the anime. I know that doesn't seem like it's on topic, but I think you're gonna like Haikyuu, the anime.
No, there's so many things that are on topic right now.
It's got, like, a similar, like, people who like Animal Crossing also like Haikyuu, because it's, like, wholesome. It's got that same, like, wholesome vibe. The stakes have never been lower.
Where do I watch it?
You can watch it on Crunchyroll or on Netflix.
Oh, cool. Okay. Well, then, how about this? Like, I'll watch how much of it. All right.
There are 4 seasons. There are 4 seasons. Each season is about 20 episodes, I think. But remember, the stakes have never been lower because it's high school volleyball.
No, I honestly love that shit because I love the way that, like, I love the way that sports can tell us stories about ourselves in the same way that video games can.
Yep. So, Haikyuu tells you it's a lot about, like, personal growth. But if you want a sports anime that's more like overcoming a hardship, I would recommend, from the same animation studio, Run with the Wind, which is about long-distance track.
Okay.
It also doesn't seem like a thing that would be, but it's good. It's a lot of, there's a lot of personal wrestling that goes along in that one.
So, Haikyuu, at least what's available on Netflix, appears to be 2 seasons on Netflix.
Yep.
I'm sure that's probably a misrepresentation of the actual amount that they have.
There are 4, the 4th season just started airing. There was about a 2-year gap between season 3 and season 4 because of a variety of things, apparently. But they were like, they picked up season 4 right where season 3 left off, so it works out very well. And, like, almost all the voice actors are back. The only one I think who is definitely changed, like, noticeably is their coach. And that's because the man who was originally playing their coach died of lung cancer. So, don't smoke, people.
Shoutouts to COVID-19.
No, that was like that was like after season 3 ended, like finished airing, he got really sick and died, like very quickly. And so there was like a year break where they were like, oh, we gotta recast a fundamental character.
But, like, the reason I shout out COVID-19 is that
you can stay at home and stream.
The most vulnerable group as far as, like, underlying health condition is current and former smokers. So, yeah. If you're like, I'm 25 and I'm invincible, and you're smoking like a pack a day of fucking smokes, like, no, you're not. You're right in the fucking line of sight of this thing. I feel both shamed and excited about this Haikyuu recommendation.
Why? It's good. Haikyuu's a good anime, Brian. I think Rocky and I both recommended it to you at one point.
Right. So I need to get to the part where I'm shamed by it. Because when I started typing it into Google, I got that thing where Google's like, hey, you've searched for this before.
Yeah.
And I was like, fuck, god damn it. And then when I pulled it up, I'm like, oh god, like, this looks great. Like, that thing where I look at something, I'm like, this looks exactly like this looks like Food Wars.
Yep. It looks like Food Wars. It's not quite like Food Wars, but it is good.
But like, you get what I'm talking about.
Yep.
And like, Food Wars was something I really, really loved. I loved the character of Soma. I thought he was like super adorable. And I thought that, like, most of the, like, you know, like, ancillary supporting characters were, like, super fantastic. So, I think that, like, I probably like shonen anime, just, like, very, very selective about it. You know, just, like, please just don't be absolute dog shit. I keep on getting told also by other people who, like, know my taste, like Brian, please watch Yuri on Ice.
I don't know about Yuri on Ice. For you, Yuri on Ice is heartwarming, and, like, watching the routines is fun. But it's not the same, like, pick-me-up as these other ones are.
I mean, I don't necessarily I don't need for it to be a warm Cinnabon. I just need for it to, like, speak truth, honestly.
I mean, it speaks some kind of truth. I'm not one to comment on that truth, though.
Okay, fair enough. If you are one to comment on the truth, please hit us up.
Yeah, hit us up.
Our channels.
I know, like, the entire figure skating community really, really adored it.
Yeah.
In addition to, like, a lot of good, like, LGBTQ, like, people really enjoyed it also, but, like, I know the figure skating community was like, this, yes, sort of thing.
This is a random aside, then we'll get back to Animal Crossing. There was a Netflix show that came out in January called Spinning Out.
Oh, yeah?
Which was a figure skating show. Like, it was like deep, intense drama about figure skating.
Oh, okay.
I fucking loved it. So good. People doing stuff like skipping their meds to concentrate and freaking out, and all of the super intense drama of the figure skating community, and all kinds of weird general bullshit. Like, if you got the Netflix, like, Spinning Out, like, in fact, like, I'll probably make the case for, like, watching Spinning Out with the folks, you know, being Rocky and Tegan. Mm-hmm. It's a good time. You know, it's got that intense feeling. And I think that probably one of the things which is, like, part of the recipe for success for watch-alongs is an ability to be like, oh, will there be another watch-along that I could easily, like, follow? And we're like, look, man, we don't care where you find this show, just find it.
Find it and listen to it.
Yeah, yeah. All right, back to Animal Crossing. Tell me more about your Animal Crossing feels. Like, what have you done?
Oh, I've done so much.
You've done so much.
So my museum opened this morning.
Very cool.
Have you gotten to the part where you've contacted Blathers, or were you unsure of how to do that?
Okay, so here's what happened. Is I took my fucking fish to the Nook tent, and Tom Nook said, "Thank you for the fish. I very much appreciate it. I have a friend who's interested in museums. I'm going to contact him and show him your fish." So it sounds like that, like, I'm going to be responsible for contacting him on my own?
Nope. So you give him 5 things, 5 species and bugs and whatever, and he will contact Blathers. He'll call him and say, hey, you should come over. And then he'll ask you to set up a tent for Blathers. And then the next day, Blathers will arrive, and Blathers will ask you for 15 specimens so that he can justify opening up a museum. And if you get 15 specimens, then he says the next day, construction on the museum will begin. The next day, there is no museum. The museum is under construction. The day after that is when the museum opens.
Okay, cool.
So, like, there's 2 schools of thought on that specifically, and that is, either you are the kind of person who went, fuck this, and you went forward in time so that you could get your museum open, so that you didn't have to stockpile everything on the ground, or you fucking stockpiled everything in front of Blather's tent and just went, let me in, open the museum, stop having it be closed. And I am one of the latter. I made 2 very nice, neat piles of one side bugs and one side fish. And I was like, please don't pick up my fish. These are for my museum. And all my guests went, okay. I stacked everything nice and neat in, like, little piles. You know, you can stack 2 tanks on top of 2, like, fish tanks, or 2, like, bug tanks on top of each other. And so I was trying to figure out, like, the most economical way to, like, stack my fish. I don't know. It was a whole thing. It was fun. But now my museum is open, and so I went over to him, and he said, you can donate multiple items. And if you want me to tell me more about them, just ask me later. And I was like, nice. And so I just dumped everything into his museum. And now, at a later time, I can go, can you tell me about a thing? And then it'll ask what? And a list of specimens comes up, and I can point to the specimen I want him to tell me info about. Which also means we can access all those nice little, like, informational tidbits later, which is great. I love it. I love my museum. It's very pretty. Can't wait to fill it.
I really dig that they kind of let you start experiencing that, like, compulsive collection component of the museum before it even opens, where they're just like, yo, dog, there's an app on your phone, you know?
Yep.
And, like, it really shows you more information than we've ever, like, superficially exposed about individual species than before in this year game.
Yep. And all of the renderings of them are so nice.
Yeah. I don't think I haven't mentioned yet. My town is named Spaghetti. I'm excited about that.
Spaghetti?
Yeah, my island is Spaghetti.
Why is it spaghetti?
Okay.
Tell me the story of your island.
Have you ever heard of a TV show called Aqua Teen Hunger Force?
Yes.
Okay. So, on that show, at one point, the neighbor character, Carl, got weirdly cloned into a dog form.
Okay.
There was a second Carl that was also a dog shape. And this was in the episode entitled Hand Banana. And so, this was a result of someone using a software called Make Your Own Dog 1.0. And Master Shake dipped his hand in the pool, which then made a whole dog made out of his hand, which was called Hand Banana.
Oh boy.
And so then a second dog was made from Carl's DNA against Carl's will. And when the Carl dog was exposed to, the world for the first time, he said, I want to be called Spaghetti.
Oh boy.
And I sat there, like, trying to think of, like, island names for, like, 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
And I kept on, like, coming up with names and, like, throwing them out and coming up with names and throwing them out and coming up with names. I was like, that's too bad, or that's awful, or that's cruel, or that's not funny, or I'll hate that in 6 months. But then, just the notion of this, like, weird man dog, like this dog with a man face, just being like, I want to be named Spaghetti.
Oh my god. Yeah, okay, that feels like you.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I was like, okay, this is the island Spaghetti. This works. It's not, like, weirdly offensive or anything, which means that, like, people who kind of know me can come to the island and, like, they'll be fine with it. You know? I was like, I'll name my island Distancing. And I was like,
So you can be social on distancing?
Yeah, and I was like, how many islands are there right now named Distancing? I'm like, I'm willing to bet that there's a lot.
Probably.
Yeah. And then I was like, how about I name my town Plague Town? Willing to bet there's a lot of Plague Towns out there.
Probably.
And I was like, how about I name my town Quarantine?
Oh, there's probably a bunch of those too.
And I was like, how about I name my town Quarantown?
Yep.
And I was like, how about I name my town Outset?
That was mean. That's what I did.
And I was like, there's probably some of those. I'm sure you can guess, like, what other name I considered. There was one other name I cycled to before I settled on Spaghetti.
Was it inappropriate also?
No.
Huh. I don't know that I could guess then. Oh, wait, wait. That fucking, the pie,
I can sense that you've got it.
Oh, shit.
It was almost Terrytown.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Thank you. Fuck! God, that was hard.
Yep.
I'm a bad Zelda fan.
Because you know how much I love Terrytown.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
You were like, I love Terrytown, and I'm like, Terrytown was okay.
Like, the thing is that I thought of all people you would, like, get, in quotes, Terrytown.
Yep, but I was like, Terrytown's alright.
Yeah, like, it felt really good to fucking get in there, you know? Like, it felt really good to, like, start fucking with the Nook ATM and start selling stuff and start buying stuff and being like, I bought an oil barrel. I have no interest in it, but whatever. Like,
well, whatever. Now it's part of my catalog. If completing the catalog is your thing.
Yeah. Animal Crossing is very much like sitting at your desk with a miniature Buddhist rock garden and fucking with it and feeling good, but doing so in a way which, like, organically spawns engagement. I feel like Animal Crossing might be one of the best things Nintendo has ever done. Like, it's damn near perfect.
It is so good.
And this particular Animal Crossing is splendid. Like, I can already see things. I know that, I saw something that I'm like, I bet people are bitching about this right now. Like, which is, I see, like, flimsy fishing rod, flimsy net. I'm like, oh, I bet these things are going to break.
Yep.
And I'm like, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Because that just, it breeds engagement. Because what it does, it means is I'll go shake more trees, and get more wood, and build more fucking fishing rods, and who gives a shit? This game wants me to love it, and I'm happy to do so. In fact, I'm going to immediately, wherever we're done, hang up and go play more Animal Crossing.
Yeah, I am also going to play more Animal Crossing. Because it is Sunday, the stock market is open. The stock market is open. The turnip trading has begun. And so my friends in our Animal Crossing Discord have made a channel called Insider Trading. And we're posting how many bells it is to buy in our towns today. And then throughout the week, we're going to post how much it is to sell in our towns. Because we're evil.
That honestly sounds terrific, and I want in.
Oh, yep. One of my friends' towns is buying at 98 or 96. So far, 2 of us have 99, and one of us has 110 for buying. I know, we're insider trading. That's illegal, Nico. That's illegal. I'm gonna do a crime.
Tell that to 4 senators. Oh my god.
Nah. No, we're talking about Animal Crossing now. We're happy. This is happy time.
Since Breath of the Wild, one game that once all 3 of us were like playing it, we're like, okay, I'm going to urgently hang up this call and go back to playing this game, which is once I got you guys to start playing a certain fucking game.
Was it Nier Automata?
No, it was Doki Doki Literature Club.
Oh yeah, Doki Literature Club. You're correct, yes.
Like, when I'm talking about games that, like, all of us were experiencing simultaneously.
Yes, you are correct.
And we're like, ah! Because, like, unfortunately, we missed that shit with Nier Automata because, like, when I played Nier Automata, I did it in solitary, and then you did it in solitary, and I still don't think Rocky has done it.
I don't think so either. Maybe we should order it for him and ship it to him.
That sounds like a good idea.
Rocky, here you are in social isolation. Congratulations. Here is your lovely Nier Automata game, and no excuse not to play it.
Yep. But when I think about, like, the games that, like, every one of us has, like, bitten into at the same time, and I'm like, oh my god, I cannot do anything else. I can only think of 2 in the last 3 years, which were, like, Breath of the Wild and Doki Doki Literature Club, where we're like, okay, great, this is what all 3 of us are doing right now. But, like, I'm pretty sure this is the 3rd.
Yep.
Yeah. Jesus.
It's a good game.
Yes. Yes, it is. It very much is. It is a... If you are having a hard time getting hugs right now, this is a hug game. This game is a hug. And y'all know how I feel about saying shit like that.
It's a good hug.
Yep. Tegan, I'd like to talk a little bit about our Patreon.
Okay.
Maybe start pointing us in the direction of home.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. So we have a Patreon. It is patreon.com/Impossible Coin Podcast. And if you're the kind of person who loves the content we bring you, then you can go there to directly support us. And I can now say, and not lie, that you can go there for exclusive content. There is a episode of Impossible Coin now on our Patreon, which is not available on our traditional feeds, which is a watch-along of the film Ghostbusters, which I think went very well. So if you want to check out proper level of sexism, at this point, throw us any level of money and you'll get access to that watch-along.
Yep. We understand.
Expect more. It is a good time. So that is patreon.com/Impossible Coin Podcast. Throw us money. It's probably going to be a real damn long time before we start enforcing tier separation there. Hashtag, unless it's the foot stuff.
Yeah, the foot stuff is that one's hard lock.
That is a hard lock, but if anything else, like, is not hard locked. The foot stuff is definitely hard locked.
I think the advertising might be. Advertising and foot stuff. Pick your poison.
But if you want advertising and foot stuff, get at us. Tegan, take us home.
Hey, everybody. This has been Impossible Coin. We're a video game podcast, and, you can find us in a number of places. Leave us a review on Stitcher, iTunes, or Google, I think? Google
Spotify.
Spotify, that one. Whatever. It's all the same to me. But we especially appreciate the iTunes reviews. I know that. There's music at the beginning and the end of this podcast. It is by Big Sach. You can follow him on Twitter at Hillary_Swank, or you can find his work on SoundCloud at soundcloud.com/BigSachNJ. Our t-shirt and logo were designed by Lauren Moran. You can follow her on Twitter at Lauren Moran and consider donating to her Patreon because she does great work, obviously. And oh yeah. And then I tell you where to find us all. Brian is on the Patreon and on Facebook. Rocky is on Twitter. I am on Tumblr. So you can find each of us there. Hit us up with questions. Let us know what's up in your town. Because I know you got a town. And that's the show.
Yep. It certainly is.
Heck yeah.
And thanks for hanging out. Stay safe. Make good choices. Love you all.
Yep. GLDD. Good luck. Don't die.